Hello, I'm Chris Solo, and welcome to the Realms of Ukodor, where I've gathered my friends to play some Dungeons & Dragons. But before we get started, we're going to go ahead and jump into some announcements. We are affiliates, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button and show your support for the show. By doing that, we use a big portion of our proceeds from subscriptions and bits for the Game Academy. So go ahead and click that red box down below, and you can check them out. They are a 501c nonprofit that uses tabletop gaming to educate and help youth and teens deal with social and academic issues. So by supporting us, you're supporting them with a good cause. Also want to give a big shout out to our partnered sponsors, Griffin Co. You can go ahead and check out their links. Our moderators will throw that out there here in a bit. We have a lot of products from them, and we're going to continue to unveil more and more as we get them painted. Our very talented Butters and Hannah are resident painters. They're volunteering their time to paint these buildings and structures and barrels and boxes and all the little bits that you see on our sets. We get from them.
Sometimes they're characters.
And sometimes they're characters. Griffin Co. is a really great sponsor of ours. They're going to be here for KublaCon in May. So, KublaCon, we will be having our very first live D&D stream on May 25th at...
We're live now.
At noon. Our live, when I say live, we're having an actual audience who will be, if you go to the KublaCon, you'll be able to watch us in person perform. And
not just on cords outside.
Right?
Throw things at us.
And mystical sounds of giant beasts. So go ahead and check out KublaCon. There's a promo code out there. You can get $5 off your ticket. We are doing our show on that Saturday. We're doing like a meet and greet. Everyone's going to kind of play around, play some board games on Friday, and there's some other streams and some celebrity streams throughout that weekend. So if you're in the San Francisco area and you want to go, watch Ukodor hang out in full force, the entire cast and crew of Ukodor will be there. So join us in that chaos.
Come get a Viking hug.
A big shout out to another new sponsor, Plaid Elephant Props. Any of the trees that you see in our sets from here on out were made by him in his Etsy shop. I don't think my sponsors have that thing.
They may not. But don't forget, if you're an Amazon Prime member, you could sub us for FRA. But you have to do it every month. And as the great Kurt Rambis said, if it's FRA, I'll take FRA. So anyway, and since I have your attention for a moment, I want to shout out to Farmer's Daughter in West Virginia, Madrone Art Bar, and my buddy Shardmo. And, oh crap, there was another one, I already forgot it. Jeremy, do you have anything?
How do you get rid of the overlay?
I don't know. Ann, do you have anything?
There's a button, the lock button, you can right click it, you should be able to hide the overlay.
Ann has nothing.
I have nothing.
And Jeidobii? GW?
No, I don't have anything.
You guys are
nothing? Really? I'm super excited. Oh, also a big shout out to Amazon. Thank you for fixing my order of Into the Spider-Verse. I'm very happy.
Yeah. And if you're in LA tonight near the Chinese Theater, the film Warpath is premiering, which I have a part in. But you'd have to not watch our show if you wanted to go check it out right now.
Oh.
But I mean, you could. So,
well, we do have replays, but still, we'd rather you hear live.
Yeah. But congratulations to Casey and Gary and all my buddies and everybody else that worked on that with me. We were not shooting an episode of Breaking Bad, despite the number of people who came up and asked if I was Jesse.
And you said, no, bitch!
No, bitch. Science!
Wow.
Science.
Yes.
Excellent.
Streamlabs has failed me.
Magic, bitch!
Yeah, magic. And it's not happening with Streamlabs. Sorry.
All right.
Anyway, so yeah.
So with all that, our commands should work, moderators. You guys should be able to throw out those commands to do the links. That was just annoying. So we'll get cut off with all that here shortly. Don't forget.
How soon until they can type !raffle?
Not soon enough. Let's check it out.
Oh.
If we get 2,225. So if we get math.
If we get a few more, then
we get
awesome.
15 more followers, we're gonna go ahead and give a giveaway. So go ahead and spread it with your friends. Get some more people out here watching. Once we hit that, I'll go ahead and give away a video game. Don't forget, we still have our Kickstarters live. We have hit our goal of $1,000 to upgrade our cameras, lights, and microphones, but we do not want to stop there. With the more money that we raise, the better equipment that we will get. We still have 9 days left, so go ahead and check out that Kickstarter.
9 days? That's a long time, Chris.
9
What are you
days.
going to do with all that time?
What would I do with all that
It's
time?
also a now defunct one-hit wonder pop band of the late 90s.
What is 9 days?
Excellent.
Wow. You know what they don't have is cowbell. They need more cowbell.
We need a cowbell here, so I can just drink it. All right, so without further
My voice
ado,
wasn't wasted right now.
I think I've rambled on long enough, so let's get ready for the next chapter of the Realms of Ukodor.
Torque, Goliath Barbarian.
I am Denahi, a tiefling sorcerer.
I am Barakabu, monk of the Honored Palm.
Jeidobii, a half-elven druid. Welcome to the realms of Ukodor.
And we're back. So, without further ado, let's hear what the narrator has to say about last episode.
Absolutely nothing.
Chapter 35, Shallow Rewards. Ted is dead, but his deeds and legacies still weigh heavy on the party. While Denahi and Torque drown their thoughts in ale, Jeidobii takes to nature to sort his feelings. Barakabu follows at a distance, doing what he can to offer quiet support. While waiting on his friend, Boo meets a traveling salesman named Leroy, who gives him a tiny wooden mouse. Jeidobii gathers himself and joins Boo to head back into town with the others, where, curiously, they discover not a single person recalls the darkness that once held the town in its grip, nor the events of the night prior. The party visits Leroy together and make an arrangement to travel with the curious salesman the next day. After some rest and an impromptu fireworks show, they gather up the next morning and head out. Shortly before they go their separate ways, Leroy reveals he had once had a transaction with none other than Jaren himself, the one who seems to be seeking out both Boo and Denahi. Leroy sets off on his own, and the party forges ahead, encountering a pack of gnolls on their way to RoU. The beasts are easy combat, and the party continues on their way.
All right.
Yeah, so it's Rhea. Stupid narrator.
There are accents in Ukodor. There's regional.
He's the worst narrator ever. Maybe we should really hire somebody new.
Regional accents.
What are we paying this guy? So,
yeah, really.
The morning has arisen. You have gathered your things, jumped on your mounts, and started to head north. What would you like to do?
Sorry. Instantly went into a bad joke.
As we're going, I'm gonna have a very short telepathic conversation with Eros. Actually, well,
Let's see how short.
so he's still kind of in a bad mental space from the events prior.
You too.
So he's
right?
going to, yeah, Jeidobii.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're both in a bad mental space.
Yes, we are. But he's gonna call out Eros.
Yes.
There's more to you than I know. What all are you capable of that I have not yet encountered? Yeah, thanks for the words. You shocked Grickle. You turned into a shield once before to protect me. What don't I know?
I I don't know. I am adapting and evolving with you as you grow. And as situations change, I change.
So could you be a shield right now? I will try to will him into a shield.
What kind of shield?
Let's do like like a fan, the fan that he did once before. We're gonna try.
Yes, because he's done that before. He does that.
Okay, I'm going to do a spear.
What kind of spear?
What kind of spear? A long spear with like a
pike,
like a hook on the end of it, of the barb thing.
Real quick. You're talking faster than I can write.
Oh, no problem.
Make sense?
Yeah, makes sense. So I suppose that doesn't really happen?
No. He turns into a spear like the one that you have, I think, attached to your bag.
The one with the silver around it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But it's not silver. It's like the tip of the edge of the weapon does turn into what looks to be metallic in nature, but it's not. It's more
wooden.
It's more natural. It's more like what's the best way to put it? It's not like a refined blade that a blacksmith has hammered. Like it's more like ore-like. So it's like stone. Like if you would take a stone and you'd make an arrowhead from it, but imagine taking like a piece of like actual like iron that you've mined from the mountain and made an arrowhead from that. So it's jagged. It's still very sharp, but it's all natural elements.
I'm gonna kind of look at them in awe, and I'm gonna do another shake to make a bow and arrow, or like a bow.
Say that one more time.
I'm going to kind of give him a shake and try to will him into a bow.
Into a bow? Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say he turns into this kind of gnarled stick of a bow, and weaning from it is almost like a vine, you know, like a weeping willow. How it's got the very very fine. It kind of vines down to the other side. Again, everything is attached. It's not like he turns into a spear in your hand.
Right.
It's almost like
I'm a part of it.
It's like your hand becomes a part, like Mega Man, I think was like a good example. Like your hand turns into...
I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to like imagine an arrow there and pull back.
What are you doing?
Since I'm sitting right behind you, I'm like, whoa! It can turn into a bow?
I guess I'm going to try to, I don't know, will an arrow? I don't know how it works. I'm just
Shoot that crow right there.
No.
That's a great... Let me sit on that one.
Okay.
Nothing happens yet. Maybe we have to sit with it a little bit.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
I love that movie. Immortals.
That's pretty cool, right?
That's useful.
It is very useful. I'm just gonna shake him back into the bracer.
Okay.
That's very interesting.
Yes, it's good to know.
For
what are you doing over there?
For the purposes of wielding Aros in the future, moving on, is no longer going to be a free action. I think it would be a bonus action to
bring him out.
To bring him out in other. If you just want the Great Club, we'll give you that as a free action. But if he turns into anything else,
fair. Okay.
For right now,
for the concentration
we're gonna obviously evolve this as we go. But for right now,
factor, though.
Yeah, if he wants to turn into something else,
there is no concentration factor.
There will be if you want to turn him into some other.
How do you know?
That's what he's trying to say.
No, I just want it to not be free. Is all I'm getting at right now with this.
Which means it takes the concentration, so therefore it would take a bonus action.
Concentration is a different thing than.
Well, all right.
Yeah.
Fine.
Fire cannon.
Takes an action, a thought process to do something.
Cool.
Yes.
I'm content.
Wrong terminology. Sorry.
It's all good. I just go back to contemplating after that.
Okay.
Just like wowing myself.
I'm just searching my bag.
I'll be in the corner wowing myself.
How are you all feeling?
As good as I'm going to feel.
Better today.
Sorry about last night. I'm sorry.
What'd you do?
Perhaps Arles can find the words for you.
I kind of went crazy
with
the storm. And I turn around to you and I say, man, thank you. I appreciate what you did.
I understand.
That was a weird bird.
I'm going to go out there and punch that dude in the face.
I hear strange birds in this forest.
I look over to Barakaboo on the wingless griffin, and I just kind of give him a nod.
We're nodding.
I think everyone's had a feeling like that, and have done the same thing you did yesterday. Except that one. Can you even feel anger? Have you ever felt mad before?
I'm thinking.
Wait, let's find out.
Roll the hit.
No. I can't recall, like, being angry. Yeah.
You going after that dark matter aura, I don't think that counts.
No, that was a compulsion.
Right.
Yeah. The closest I felt to any kind of vengeance was when they attacked you.
No, it's never been mad. One day, though. Glad to see that.
Well, there are 3 things that all wise men fear. A storm at sea, a moonless night, and the anger of a patient man.
That is true.
You talk like a pirate.
He does talk like a pirate.
What are pirates?
No, he doesn't know what pirates are?
I don't know.
You've encountered
I
some
hate the
pirates.
ocean.
Oh yeah, that's right, you do.
Words are hard.
Words are hard.
And we just travel on, unless you guys want to talk about anything else.
Travel.
Dope.
Okay, can everyone roll a perception check, please?
Are we going through the woods right now?
You're on a road path.
Ooh, nat 20.
You guys have the map.
That's a great roll to start with.
That is a good roll for you to start with.
So you were currently
22.
like right where the edge of this river is, right here. And you're going north and then west.
Gotcha.
Maybe you could take a shortcut to the woods, but currently you're on the road.
Gotcha. 21 for me and a 16 for Icca.
Okay.
But that natural 20 though. I see.
10.
Okay.
Just a nice, sexy 10.
And of course my passive.
Mine was 22.
22?
And of course we already know about my passive perception.
Which doesn't account for this kind of stuff.
You never. I'm just making sure.
I got it. Everyone got it.
Cool.
Okay, so for the purpose of this, is anyone else doing anything else for this day? We're going to try to compound time a little bit.
No.
Okay.
I need to urinate.
You can do that freely.
Do I see anything on the road?
Nothing abnormal.
Dropped anything?
Yeah, nothing.
Shiny?
He doesn't even
Not
stop
yet.
writing when he urinates.
That's right. Oh.
Or holes.
That's disgusting.
It turns back to wood. What's the
If
problem?
you do that, I'll bite it off. Just so
I don't know
it's
what
clear.
just happened.
The big one peed on the horse.
Did you?
Actually, no, but we just kind of kept going with it. So
Oh, okay. Just kidding.
Pee on my horse. Okay, yeah, cool.
I won't pee on your horse.
I know.
It's his horse now. All right.
But I may fall behind if I get off to go pee.
So let's do another round of perception checks, please.
Oh, that's good.
20.
20 total.
8.
Oh, let's do 16. That's crazy. That's gonna be 19 for Icca, and for me, it's just gonna be a 14.
Torque stops to get off.
Okay. Okay, so you go ahead and ride for the day. You ride about 8 hours or so. You take a break during lunch. You continue on until the sun starts to go down. You make camp. Nothing eventful happens. You are able to kind of nestle into your camp. The night goes on with no issue. This goes on for about 2 days. So you have now traveled for 2 days. You are currently on your 3rd day. It is now the morning. Mm-hmm. What are you guys doing?
I awake and I defecate cleanly twice, hiding it in a pile of leaves behind a tree.
There we go.
So it's now the 6th.
So I guess I've been sewing up those furs that I've gotten from the wolf and making fur cowls for everybody.
Okay.
Oh. I didn't know you could sew.
I was a fur trader when I was a lot younger.
Were you?
That's how I made my coin.
Cool.
Mine's got ears on it.
That's very nice. I am going to attempt to speak with Trevyl and Kibla.
Okay.
So I do my spell, and I'll walk up to them. Can you understand me? I look at them both.
Okay, so the Trevyl looks at you, and he looks at you and acknowledges that you're speaking to him, and but you can tell that he understands more than just basic commands that a horse would understand. Gotcha. But now it is giving you the insight that he does understand, but does not speak back.
And I'll look at Kibla.
Similar movement. He looks at you. He perks at you. Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me how long you've, I guess, been an item? Too much? Probably too much. I give them both rubs.
Intelligence check.
Oh. Where are you? Oh, okay, here we go. 16 intelligence.
16. While you've never had a wondrous item like this, because they are these mythical creatures that were created from a wooden item, they don't possess the ability to speak. But they can understand you more when you do that spell, but they still understand basic commands.
Gotcha.
As one would because of the...
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Last question is, do I understand what kind of animal Kibla is? I've never seen a griffin without wings before. Do I know if this is like
you can do a nature check if you want.
It's out of curiosity.
Lion butt, eagle front, right?
23.
Eagle head.
27 nature.
27. I totally spaced on your question. What was your question?
Do I know why this griffin thing doesn't have wings?
No, you do not. You've never seen a wingless griffin. It does not look like there's any scars. Does not look like there's any bone structure or anything that hinted that it had wings once. It just is a griffin with no wings.
Okay.
I'm a little weary of it. I'm just sitting there staring at it.
I'm
just probably curious. Because the DM didn't want you guys to fly around. But, you know.
Gotcha. Okay. Fair enough. That's it for me. I'm content.
That's not the reason, but yes, that's...
I'm content. I'm good.
All right, you guys continuing north?
Mm-hmm.
So everyone has a cowl made by me.
And we go.
I just literally imagined everyone with a cowl. Did you make holes for your horns?
Yes.
Okay. It's like a bonnet.
I love it. It's warm.
Okay. Perception checks, please.
Holy fuck.
21.
21.
16.
Hey!
17.
So I got a natural 20, and then Icca got... Damn, Icca. 23.
23. Okay.
7.
7. Okay. Boo.
21.
21. Okay. You go with the entire day. No issue, again. You don't see any signs of any duress. You don't see any other travelers on this road. The road has been now this is your third day traveling north on this road. Relatively quiet. No signs of large animals. No signs of
Seems odd.
wheels,
We've not seen
anything like that. But for the better part of this day, you have traveled the entire day. It is now coming up to evening on the third day.
Okay.
It's strange. You haven't run into anyone in days.
Not one.
Not a lot
This
of
is a
animals
major
here either.
road. We ran into Leroy, for that matter.
Am I weary of us not running
Insight
into
check.
I'd like to do the same.
I'm just pessimistic and assume we're about to die.
Oh, that's great.
Show me what does that look like?
No, I don't know.
Exactly. I'm just teasing.
19 total.
They're not the same features.
I know. Show me.
It's my normal face.
Show me your emotions.
I live that
She's
life.
too pretty.
19 total insight for me.
19.
Hide it with me.
You don't know the land. Intelligence check. There's nothing that tells you that this is strange. You still hear birds and smaller animals in the distance, but nothing close by.
Natural 20
Natural
on my
20.
whatever that is.
You do know a little bit about the history of the gorge.
Right.
And you did go down there when you traveled in the past to fight that dragon.
Right.
There's a good chance that nothing wants to be close to that. I mean, you were still like a couple days travel if you did go east.
Wait, that was towards Raragord?
Excuse me?
No.
No.
What was that? Where was that?
The
gorge?
gorge?
Yeah.
The gorge is... It's in the middle. It's breaking the continent in half.
It's this big scar right here.
When were you there?
You all were there.
We were all there spiritually. And we had
Right. Okay. Sorry. Forgot about the mind.
Yeah, the time traveling party that went to go fight the dragon.
Yeah, very bizarre.
So yeah, that's kind of what your best assessment of that is, especially with 2 natural 20s. That the wildlife and it's just not a common road. Like not seeing anyone travel down this road can mean a number of things. It could mean that it's not safe and people don't go this way. It could be
The birds
that
aren't afraid.
it's too long because there is another way that's more inland. So that could be the road more traveled.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe people just don't want to get too close to the gorge because of obvious reasons. Mm-hmm. People could be superstitious. There's a lot of reasons. You know, you hear a cow in the distance.
No questions asked. I need to know, way high on my priority list, after knowing all this, is there a really big, girthy tree that I could meditate under?
Girthy.
Perception check.
Hold on, let me put on my spectacles.
There we go.
Icca, help me.
With junk in the trunk.
Icca, help me find a. Help me find a big tree, Icca.
That's totally cheap, but yeah, I'll allow it. He's asking his pet to give him advantage on the
Shit! And it was just not good.
He's chasing a bird right now.
What am I?
You see this very large owl bird.
What am I rolling?
Chicken nuggets.
I don't remember. Perception check.
15 total.
15. We say that after some time, right as the sun is going down, you do find a very large tree on the east side. The tree is
east side of
the road.
Okay, gotcha.
So towards the gorge.
Mm-hmm.
You see that this very, very large tree does have very large roots. It's almost like it was... the best way to describe this is it was one large tree that maybe it was cut down and its saplings, its seeds had fallen in the trunk space, growing 5 or 6 other trees, and those 5 or 6 other trees grew together to form this new tree.
Beautiful.
However, the half of the tree that's closer to the road is beautiful and vibrant and green and lush, and then you see the other half that goes towards the gorge is dead.
Dude, that's deep. I relate this to my team, because that's some shit we need to know. And I'm going to...
You need to write it down.
This gorge speaks to death, yes.
I think so. I'm going to go right in between the living and the dead part of the tree.
And just like nestle in.
And I'm gonna meditate right in the center.
What's everyone else doing? Because the sun is going down now, I would imagine you're making camp.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Make sure you gotta do your long rest if you haven't. Or I think I'm the only one who's doing
So you take some time, you make some camp. You make some
camp. Come on, y'all, let's make some camp.
So what would you guys like to do?
I'm making camp.
Are you doing anything before watch? Are you doing anything before your watch, or you guys are killing?
I'll take first watch.
I'm reading.
I was just asking if you were doing anything before the watch.
Setting up a fire, the usual.
Okay, so no role play or anything. Okay, that's fine. So you can take first watch.
Well, I mean, what do you want me to say?
Well, that's why I'm asking if there's
clearly there is death in the canyon, and we were there in a vision.
Yes.
So we should steer clear of the canyon then.
I definitely agree, but something tells me that I need to really... man, words are hard tonight, y'all. I need to make a foundation here. So I think I will make this tree my foundation. It's hard to explain.
Yes, sounds like it.
Barakaboo, do you want to meditate with me?
Sure.
Okay.
Totally meta question. When do you get that spell?
I don't know. To
I
be
still
honest,
have some ale in my bag. Denahi.
Because it will.
Oh, correct.
It doesn't break my world, but it's just curious in the timing.
Oh, I don't know.
No, I mean it's totally fine.
I think it's 7th level. I don't.
So
I'm
that's
not
like
sure.
what 12 or something. Oh, you're fine.
Possibly.
Yeah, you're fine. Meta.
I'm looking through my familiar book, taking down notes on how to bring back Nico.
Did you get?
Waiting for my beer.
Did you get the materials for it, or this is the first time you're looking at the book?
It's the first. Well, I was looking at it, but I'm writing down what materials I need.
Intelligence check, please.
Oh, I'm not a smart girl.
I have faith in you. I have faith in you.
4.
4?
He has less faith in you.
Yeah, you find...
I spell stone.
You find a couple of the items. It's a really tough read. Some of the language is a little...
It's so hard.
It's a little mixed up, so it does take some time. So maybe a couple more nights of researching and diving in. But you spend a couple hours, like, really trying to muscle this through. Can you do a perception check for your watch, by the way?
My brain hurts.
And then can you do a perception check with disadvantage for your watch, please? Because you're reading a book.
Oh, 10.
Okay.
3.
3? Swear to...
That's a weird bird.
It's some sort of duck. It's some sort of duck.
Other reasons to support the show, so we can get our studio and get away from people who like to honk on their horns.
Wow. Okay. Bring it back.
Who's got the third watch?
I guess... Do you want the third watch?
I guess so. We never really did anything.
I'm going to sleep.
Our meditating under the tree thing.
For our third watch, we're going to do our meditating thing. I'm just going to say, Brock, do you feel anything? You're often very aware of dark energies around you. When you gaze in the dead direction, do you get any discomfort or feel anything?
25.
As you gaze in that direction, you normally have a sense where you can kind of perceive and see things off in the distance. It feels like it goes a mile or so east of the road that you're on, so you're looking in that direction, and then it really just tapers off. Not that it's being blocked, but like that there's just nothing. Like the actual like emptiness and nothing feeling. Like usually you still feel life, right? So you still will see animals and other creatures and things, but then it literally just tapers off and there's nothing.
It's interesting. There's a point at which it's just emptiness.
Emptiness?
Yeah. Like not good, not evil, not anything. Just empty.
I don't know how to feel about that actually. And I will do my watch with Barakaboo as I just stare into the nothingness of like what the hell?
Long dark
Do you want me to
room.
roll, or do you want me to help you with you roll twice?
I rolled fine.
Well,
I
you
got
can roll.
21.
Oh yeah. Sure.
I'm just asking. I'm just waiting.
Perception. 22.
22?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're still looking too? So the more, now that your attention is focused in the very, very early morning, still dark outside, now that your attention is focused on that side of the road, you are, I imagine you're kind of standing on that side of the road because that's where the camp was, because that's where the tree was.
Mm-hmm.
So you are kind of on that side of the fence, or that side of the tracks, if you want to view it that way.
Mm-hmm.
You're nothing. All of a sudden, you get like a blip of a very, very large red shape is walking. Like if you're looking out at the road, it's walking from right to left. It's not walking towards you, but it does come within your range. A very large, very tall something, at least 4 legs, creature of some sort.
There's something in the distance over there. It doesn't seem to be aware of us.
It's roughly 5 miles or so.
It's very big.
Do you
And kind of bad.
Do you think we're okay, yeah?
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be coinciding with our path or looking for us or anything like that. It's just there.
Okay. I'll just say
Probably
okay, and
don't
I'll
need to go looking for it though.
Okay. I'll look in the area where he's looking, and I'll just put my fist out for like a fist bump.
Dex saves.
Dex saves for a fist bump? Come on, man, don't force it.
26.
Let it
Come
happen.
on, man. Don't
Just let
force
it
this.
Let it happen. Nothing happens.
Just go numb.
However, as you were now looking in that direction too, you do see the creature. It does shift, like its body is still going the same way, but you do see its head shift in your direction, and you hear this loud, like this deep, like imagine a really big fucking rhino, like the big noise it makes, and it's very, very loud. Again, this is 5-something miles away. And it almost shakes the ground as it howls.
Maybe we shouldn't do that again.
Okay. I just hold my fist close to my chest.
As he sits up, I was laying on him, so I just fall flat.
Can you do another insight? Can you do a perception check for Icca?
24.
It's a sight, so do advantage.
Because his big eyes. Double 19s!
What was yours?
The first one was
24?
double 16. 19. 23.
Okay. So everyone's still sleeping. You guys are kind of finishing up your watch. Did you wake up, Torg? I can't remember.
I woke up when that giant thing happened, and I went, ah!
So Icca doesn't
And
wake
then
up
she
when
fell
that
over,
happens.
and then I went back to sleep.
Like a couple beats go by, and as you're kind of looking at this thing and his head was turned, this about the time that his body starts to turn, where he's coming in your direction, Icca jumps up to all fours. I have to go. We have to go right now.
Get up, we're leaving. We're leaving. Come. Everyone up! Everyone up!
All right.
Wait.
Denahi, come on.
Oh, I was dreaming of roll.
Oh, that's wonderful. Come on.
Icca literally just gets down and kind of flicks you onto his back.
Travius and Kibla out, and we're gone.
Oh shit.
Okay.
We've got a good lead on it, but yeah, let's
Kibla's the griffin without wings.
All right.
And we're gone. We're moving forward more north.
Literally just talked about it in there.
Okay.
I forgot.
Perception check.
Everybody?
Yeah, 25.
Everybody.
25. Do your insight too.
8.
20 even.
21.
So natural 1 for me, and for Icca, 21.
Okay. What was yours?
8.
8. You're still laying and waking up, eating biscuits.
I'm holding onto my tail and thinking it was a
Jeidobii
biscuit,
is still
not
kind of
about to bite it.
trying to find out what the fuck that was. Icca is walking straight up the path, but his head is literally looking in that direction. As you watch, as this very large beast, again, is at least 5 miles, if not more, away. And roughly around that 4 or 5 mile mark is when your sense kind of tapers off. Like your sense continues on past that, but where like life stops and it kind of just feels that emptiness. This shape was past that. He is, or whatever this thing is walking directly towards you. Not relatively fast, but once it gets to right where that threshold is, it stops. And it pauses, and it turns to the right and continues north.
Like it could only like walk in death's area. Shit.
Jeidobii.
Huh? Yes.
It stopped.
What's it? What?
There was a creature in the distance, and there's a point when we were doing our watch that we noticed that it just... life seems to stop. There's just emptiness. And the creature stopped at that same area as if it could go no further.
That's sketchy.
Very
This
sketchy.
sounds interesting, although it stopped my sleep.
But good to know. Very good to know.
But do make sure you guys get the benefits of a long rest.
Oh yeah, I already got mine. I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right.
All right.
Good to know. Good to know. And we just move forward.
Okay.
Tor takes off his shirt.
He's got another shirt.
Yeah.
Torque takes off his jerkin.
Yeah, it takes off.
Perception checks, please. It is now V7.
10.
You go first. I got a lot of dice. Nice, girl.
16.
16. 10.
22.
22.
25 for me, and for Icca, 23.
Okay. So you continue to travel north on this road. This is now the 4th day that you've been traveling north. You come up to, it's a T, right?
Yeah, it's right here. Yeah, a T.
Okay, so you come up to a T in the road at the end of the 4th day. So as the sun is coming down, you are now at this T.
Do we see any signs at this crossroads?
Perception check.
Oh, a sign.
Yeah. I don't give
That seems
anything
like
for
it
free.
could be.
1.
17.
It's very hard to read. It is in Elvish.
Oh.
You can read Elvish.
I can. What does it say?
It says fuck off. No. It says Arella west and Siren Gorge, the town of Siren Gorge to the east.
Yo boy, so boy.
This seems like an easy answer.
Yes, we're definitely not going to the gorge. And we start our way west.
What was your perception check again?
My perception check? 17.
17. There's another arrow kind of beneath it. It looks like it's been tacked on with like janky. It wasn't built on this. Someone added this to it.
Mm-hmm.
And does anyone speak Goblin? Or read Goblin?
No.
I
Intelligence.
don't think so.
Maybe I speak Goblin. I don't speak Goblin. I'm an owl bear.
Natural 20.
It is Goblin, but you can't tell what it says.
This is why I practice roll, y'all. Every show, I practice roll, and
Don't jinx it.
Sorry.
And now
So,
he gets nothing but one.
It is Goblin, but I can't read
You
it.
can't read it, but there's an arrow that points north.
Okay.
That says something in Goblin.
That points north? There's nothing. There's a sea in north.
That means there's a camp.
Oh, mountains north.
Those
Is it written on
dirty
that map?
goblins
I
are
can't remember.
speaking to each
What?
other.
Is it written on that map?
No, but I'm just seeing where the T is, and all I see is just mountains.
I only have
You're
cities on
saying it says north.
my map
yes?
has the terrain
Gotcha,
areas and
gotcha.
stuff. Yeah, that's fine.
In Goblin, it says go north.
No, I don't know what it says. I just know that it's Goblin, and it's
Oh.
pointing north for some reason. But it looks like all that's north is just hills and mountains. So, and then there's the northern shores. But
That sounds like those little scumbags.
let's go west and just go to Arella. We can ask from there.
Sure.
Okay. So the sun is set.
I want to inside check my friend. He seems a kind of way. Like, I don't know. Like, something seems kind of off with Torque right now. I got a natural 1. I did jinx
It's
it.
fine, don't worry about it.
You know nothing.
Okay.
He seems fine.
Yeah, okay. We head on.
I like that he doesn't ask me, he just fucking rolls an insight.
Well, Torque, you alright?
I am fine. What's the matter with you?
You think there's something the matter with me?
No, but you're asking me, so assuming you find trouble in the air.
This is the most awkward conversation.
You're the druid, yes?
Yes.
So you would have feelings about things, yes?
Everyone has feelings about things, too.
I have none.
I have no feelings other than hatred for my enemies.
Talk, are you drunk?
No.
Are you lying? Is he lying to me? Are you lying to me?
I mean, you're sitting and riding a horse. I'm sure he's.
I've been imbibing the entire time. Yeah.
So yeah, you're drunk. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm not saying I'm drunk, but yeah.
Are you guys pushing
exactly,
through? Or are you?
We're pushing forward, and I'm. There's that duck again! I swear.
Someone kill the duck.
I'm gonna try to have torque in my peripherals.
Okay.
I'll kill it.
So at this point,
ducks.
the sun is now down. It is now dark.
The sun is down.
Yeah.
We're gonna make camp.
Okay. Okay. So you guys set up camp. Are you on the north side or the south side of the road?
I want to be north side of the road.
Okay, north side apparently.
Why do you want to be south? Rock, paper, scissors, let's go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot! I win. So north of the road.
rock, paper, scissors, demon axe. Okay, so you take some time and you set up.
Spot to spruce paper.
You take some time. You set up camp. Who would like to first watch?
I'll take it.
Okay. I'll take it with him.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm passed the fuck out. Good night.
Are you guys doing anything? Or are you just watching?
Oh.
Talk, how are you feeling? We're coming close to the possible camp that we've been moving towards. How are you feeling?
I'll know when we get there.
Okay. You know I got your back, right?
Of course. I even have the snoring from Denahi.
All right.
It should be good.
Meanwhile, I'm kicking my legs and yelping in my sleep.
And this one.
Denahi, make a wisdom save. Can you guys make perception checks?
Do you want to give me advantage on perception on my roll, or you just want to roll? Okay.
I don't know. He said roll perception check.
Yeah, someone. So either you each roll individually, or one person rolls with advantage.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'll give him.
Yeah, that's fine.
19.
Okay. So during the night, you continue to have more visions of that moment when you were young, running in fear. The town or village you were in was on fire. You and your brother were, trying to hide from the paladins and clerics that were in the space that you were in. Whatever you were hiding behind was thrown to the side, and there stood the cleric, the same cleric that you saw the vision of in the sewers below the tavern. It is Jaren. You see him clear now. He hasn't been this clear in any of the images and visions and memories up until this point. And at that moment, you're looking up in fear. You don't know what to do. You want to react, but you pause. You hesitate. And your brother jumps in front of you as Jaren comes down to strike you, killing your brother. And in that moment, you share a glance with your brother, and you run away into the darkness. You do not wake up from this unless you choose to, but that is what you're...
Yeah, I'm still gonna be sleeping.
Okay. Who would like second watch? What was your perception?
17. Okay. Who do you wanna wake up?
Boo.
I kind of gently kick him. It's your turn. You have really nice teeth.
Thanks.
Good night.
They contrast with my blue skin.
And I knock out while he takes watch.
Okay. Perception check.
And while I'm taking watch, I just want to walk around and pet all the animals.
Okay.
There's only one out.
And I'm going to sing a song to Arella. And
Aww.
perception check to 18.
Okay. So you go towards Icca, who is a giant owlbear sleeping next to the camp, and Jeidobii is kind of nestled in his lap, all covered up in the fur and the feathers. You go and scratch him on the head a little bit, and kind of reacts to it a little bit and nuzzles back down. You sit back by the fire and pull Arlo out. Is he wearing his new?
Oh no.
So you pull Arlo out and he's wearing his new sewn leather with a little bit of plate armor sweater that he was specially made for him.
And I introduce him to his new friend, Milo.
Like your wooden mouse.
The wooden mouse.
Okay.
Arlo and Milo, best buddies to the end, because the end comes a lot for Arlo's still buddies. Every time he comes back. Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. And your watch ends with no issue.
And Torque wakes up screaming, "Tisri!" Sorry.
It's alright. Are you taking fourth watch then?
What?
Oh,
You okay?
You already had a watch.
What?
Yeah. I'll go and hey, Denahi, wake up!
But can you hear me?
Hello.
It's my turn. I just sit up and I sit and I watch.
Perception check.
And I missed this.
That's good, though. That was a good roll.
17.
17. Okay. Your watch goes with no issue. The morning light peaks over the mountains. The sun rises. What would you guys like to do?
We get up. I bring out the mounts again, and we head west to Arella.
Okay. Perception checks, please.
We continue on.
Everybody rest okay?
Yeah.
14.
We're troubled by dreams with a crit 20.
Nice.
17.
Okay.
I don't say anything.
12. 12.
Okay. So you spend the better part of the day going and travel to the west. The day is continuing on. Time passes. You make camp. Same thing. You all go over watch. No issue. You wake up the next following day. You're on the home stretch. Can everyone roll another perception check, please?
15.
22.
So that's 24 for me, and for Icca, that's only like 12.
Okay. Okay. So you take the morning and into the early afternoon and travel west. You do see what looks to be a small town in the distant. What do you guys want to do?
I think I see Arella. I think we finally made it.
Words.
We did?
Yeah, over there. Right there.
Oh, yes.
I'm starting to like it out here.
Yes, it was...
Really?
Not so used to cities.
That's because I brought the ale. Yes.
And it was actually a pretty good trip here. I mean, for the most part.
Very easy.
Surprisingly uneventful for us.
Surprisingly.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing. And we make our way
no
to
more
the
knows,
town.
at least.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
I was just saying no more knows. Sorry.
Perception checks, please.
You go first.
This town, I
roll
don't see
so
much
much
about
stuff.
it.
7.
I like how easy yours are. I like
11.
that.
I'll bet there's a man selling fish any moment.
21 for me. And for Icca, 23.
Okay.
And that's that.
Okay. Okay, so as you approach the town, you do see Kingsguard, excuse me, outside, posted outside of the town. The gate is open.
Wait.
It's very, very small town, but you haven't seen Kingsguard in quite a while.
Why are there Kingsguard here?
Well, the closer we get to Tydean, the more Kingsguard we'll see.
There wasn't this much outside of Edak, even.
Yeah, there was.
There was.
There was more outside of Edak.
This far out?
Well, like Edak and Raragord had Kingsguard, and then
there was a.
So pretty much everything east of that road that you were on is a little bit. It's still under technically Tydean's kingdom.
My bad. Sorry.
No, but it's a little bit more Wild Westy. So like there's only so many Kingsguard that can go out, so they tend to reinforce towns that are more supportive of the crowd.
You are friends with them, yes?
They would know you.
They would know
you. Do I know if
Intelligence
are alright?
What about Duke Revis?
Well, it's complicated. Natural 20.
I mean, you could try to name drop, but you're far away.
I definitely wouldn't, though.
You're definitely a far ways away. Like, you can try. This is essentially the first major town that is before that pass that goes towards the kingdom.
I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm good with them. I think it's fine.
You still have relations, though.
Not every guardsman knows, a noble family and all that, and it's probably not even that well known. It's just a whole. It's fine. We probably shouldn't even say that.
Okay.
Sorry.
So about this time, you're about 50 feet or so from the gate. The guard raises his hand up. Excuse me, there. What are you doing here? What's your business?
We're just travelers, and we just came for a little rest.
Travelers?
Yeah.
You look like a motley crew of misfits. You're gonna come here to cause trouble?
Excuse me? No.
Just a little bit.
You're funny.
You're riding an owlbear, which, by the way, is not allowed in town. You'll have to harness him out here.
Please tell me more of your rules.
We don't let wild beasts roam our town, our city.
He's not wild.
Is Arella walled in, by the way? Is there a big wall, or is it pretty much out and there's just
they're just like the wooden palisades. It's not like stone castle keeps, but it's palisade.
Okay.
And you look and you see horses. All of the mounts are. It's not just crazy exotic things, but all mounts are chained up outside of.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
You have some sort of fortification here.
Basic, yeah.
What is it you are afraid of? The orcs?
We get enemies from all sides.
Well, we hate the orcs.
Everyone hates the orcs.
Well, we hate evil.
Good to know.
We're here to do good.
All right.
And I'm technically an angel.
Barack, I wouldn't. Let's not. Barack, I don't think we should be saying stuff like that.
And I was a monk before I found out I was an angel.
A monk, you said?
Yes, the honored palm.
All right. You can go by. Like I said, leave your mounts outside.
Sure. I'll meet you guys inside, okay? I'll meet you three inside. Come along, Icca, and I'll take the other two as well, and we're gonna just walk a little bit away, out of sight.
Out of sight? Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I'll leave these three alone.
We walk in.
He's going to put them away.
Okay.
Tell me where the ale is.
Just down the road. You're looking for the double tap.
The double tap.
Yes, sir.
I like it. Let's go.
Sounds like a plan. And we go. What do we see? What does the town look like?
And we go.
So as you walk into the town, it is a vibrant town, lively. Population maybe 10,000 or so. Very similar to Raragord, but like I said, palisade walls opposed to the stone walls. Inside of the town is a lot more wooded than other towns you've been in. It's very beautiful as you walk through. Like you have the roads that go through the different paths. Very, very beautiful. With trees and bushes and everything. It's been kept up very nice.
It is very nice.
But there is one main road that kind of goes through the town and out through the other gate in the north side.
Nice.
And what are you doing?
Once I'm out of sight, I am going to put Kibla and Trevyl back into their idols.
Okay.
Pocket them. Icca, this is gonna feel a little weird, but it's gonna be fine, okay? Okay? Trust me, okay? And I'm gonna step back. I'm gonna speak in Druidic and kind of like wiggle my fingers in front of Icca as like streams of like yellow, pink, and green energy starts to like flow and swirl around him.
Okay.
And I will polymorph him into a chipmunk.
Okay.
LOL.
Can you do that with a beast at large?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pick him up and I'm gonna just put him on my shoulder. Alright, play it cool, play it cool. And we're gonna go to the town.
We're gonna have words later.
We can have words now, it seems. And we go to the town.
You take 2 points of biting damage.
What?
He like bites you.
Icca! Stop!
But you're leaving him on your shoulder?
Yes.
Okay. So you go to walk through
No.
It's too late. You go to walk through the gate. What's that you got on your shoulder? Is that a chipmunk?
It's my pet. What? And I walk past him, and I will go into the town.
Intimidation.
Intimidation?
That's an intimidating move.
It's my pet. What?
It's your I don't give a fuck, I'm a teenager mood.
It is a, yeah.
Is it? Aptly named.
I don't give a fuck, whatever.
It's a service animal. I have a condition.
Exactly. Service animal.
My condition is I'm a compulsive
I see
liar.
that on Muni all the time.
16 intimidation?
Okay. So as you walk, roll for Icca. Intimidation for Icca.
Oh. Okay.
Just a straight
What a
intimidation.
scary chipmunk.
Natural 1. He's too cute. Natural 1 for Icca.
So as you walk by, the guard who was kind of like questioning you is like looking at Icca, and he looks like a chipmunk. And then out of nowhere, he's like looking for. He turns. He goes, but he's a fucking chipmunk. It's cute. You got a cute pet.
Thanks. And I kind of like pet him.
I'll show you who's fucking cute.
Stop, Icca, stop. And we're in. Wonderful. I'll find the guys and the woman.
We're in the tavern.
I go to the tavern.
Okay.
Hey guys.
Hey,
Ale for you?
what's
Yes.
that?
Oh, it's Icca.
Icca?
Yeah.
I bet he appreciates that.
He's fine. It's fine.
I wonder if I could play with that rat now.
Icca.
The bite on your neck.
She
doesn't
pokes
agree.
Icca.
I poked him.
Does
Right
he
in the
like
belly.
you? Does he like you?
Yeah, he's down with her.
I stay away from him.
No, you don't. You ride on his back all the time and he loves
He
you.
kind
Because I
of
have
lets
to.
you like rub his belly.
I didn't rub it, I poked it.
Wait, I grab Icca gently. Do you not like small creatures? Because you don't like him either.
Do you have to do this right now?
Do you have a thing with small creatures?
things bother me.
Oh. I'm not gonna put him in like touching range, but I'm gonna let him look at. What's your rat's name again? Arlo.
Deck saves, both of you.
But they can't reach.
Deck saves.
Oh my god.
We need ale.
I'll get you some ale. Give me some time. Give me some time. All right. I move slow.
22.
22.
Deck save.
No tip for this guy.
Well, maybe you should
20.
work out.
20. Okay. They Arlo tries to like jolt out of your hands because the little chipmunk. I already forgot.
Arlo's a mouse, but he's a chipmunk.
Chipmunk. Yeah. So, but he lunges, tried to like bite Arlo, but you hold on to him and you hold on to Arlo. I'll get him later.
Can you chill out? Can you talk with a really small voice though, please?
I still have the same voice.
Lame. Fine. Lame.
You want me to talk like this? Like I'm a little chipmunk?
No,
You want me to talk like this? Like I'm a little chipmunk?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, we could totally be a chipmunk.
Now I know Nettie's the
but
chipmunk.
not too much though.
Alright.
I could easy.
Here you ale. That's all the food we have.
Score.
All the food you have. What about everybody else?
It's not dinner time yet.
Have some.
Do you have rooms here?
You're in between lunch and dinner. Food isn't prepped.
We call it dinner.
Is this pork?
Well, it's a meat.
It's a mystery meat.
It's pigeon.
I don't eat pork.
It's not pork.
No, that is definitely not pork.
Is it human?
I don't know. I've never had human.
I am going
But it's not
to
pork.
see if I can get a room here.
That would make me think it's not human.
You want a room?
Yes.
Okay.
Pork
Just
would
one.
definitely
For
make me
me.
think it's human.
5 copper.
5 copper?
Pork is close.
Here you are. I give him 5 copper.
Thank you.
I received the key to my room. I'm good.
Do you have a map of the city?
No.
Oh, fine.
It's one road. It's not hard.
How boring.
How much farther to RoU?
Riha?
Yeah.
Well, it's about
He doesn't know.
it's about 3-4 day travel to Bazengosh. Then you have to go north from there. It's another 4 or 5 days from that.
We're 10 days away. 8 days away.
As long as you don't get any trouble.
Trouble?
We are the trouble, sir.
You look like it.
You don't know what we've been through.
You don't know what I've been through. I'm old as fuck.
Well, please tell us what have you been through. I'm here to have ale and hear stories. Tell us.
The stories I don't want to tell.
Well, that's pretty anticlimactic.
Indeed. But I will share an ale with you.
Do you have a story
Cheers
to tell,
to you.
Tor?
When?
Do you have a story to tell?
I never have a story to tell.
How was it
How
like being a
anticlimactic.
leader?
He likes that word, huh?
I will tell you that we had many great hunting expeditions.
What would you hunt for?
All variety of animal. There was a elk-like animal that we would hunt. Huge horns. Fed the entire village for a month. Very large.
That's a big elk.
Yes.
What would you do with the horns? Hang them?
For the most part, yes, or turn them into other things. Sometimes, actually, the medicine man of the village had a pipe made of nothing but antler. It was elaborate. Very nice.
DM, I need you to let me know when about 45 minutes has passed. Very important. I mean, in game.
Getting close.
It's getting close. I'll be back. I'm gonna go into my room. And how big is my room?
They're very small rooms. It's got a very small like a twin bed. It's got a little like end table. That's about it. It's a very, very tiny, like 5 foot by 5 foot room.
Could Icca like fit in here? Like if I move like the bed and stuff and like make space, can Icca fit in here?
You just be like.
I mean, can I make an educated guess?
Intelligence check. As you walk in there.
Intelligent guess.
22 total.
It wouldn't be comfortable. He could probably fit in there. Whether or not the walls will support.
Okay. Great.
Shoddy.
Gotcha.
Shoddy at best.
Gotcha. I'll just be in here thinking while they do what they do.
Okay. What's the timer on that?
An hour.
We're coming up to it.
Okay.
Crap. Oh, I guess we should get logic.
Sure. How many rooms do you want?
Well, our friend already has one, apparently.
Yeah.
Why don't you give us 3 more rooms?
Okay. Your friend paid about $1.50 silver.
That seems a little
I
much.
toss a gold.
Damn! Oh, he played you. He played you hard.
3 rooms.
For not enough food. Or
I only paid
map.
5 copper.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
I'm specifically paying more. I don't want any questions asked.
I have no questions to ask.
Good.
And I expect a big breakfast.
Good luck.
Enormous.
Okay. What are you guys doing?
Trying to find my gold so I can account.
I'm gonna step out and kind of walk around.
I mean, you have like 15K.
No, I have tons.
Yeah.
I just personally I have a lot.
Yeah. You're walking outside?
What?
You're walking outside?
Yeah. Sorry, slow down for a second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perception check. Dex save.
Barkeep guy.
Yes.
What kind of toilets do you have here?
You have outhouses.
Before my friend embarrasses us, what was your name again?
Name's Elric.
Thanks, Elric. Go ahead, Boo. Ask your questions.
Do you have a shit goblin?
A shit goblin?
That's why I stopped.
What the fuck?
Well, I just didn't know if maybe it was a normal thing for taverns to have.
No. There's a hole in a chair. In a box.
And then there's a creature that steals the poo.
The fuck is wrong with your friend?
We encountered some strange things along our way.
No.
Very strange.
We may not be that civil here, but at least we have a fucking shitter. And people to shovel it.
They don't have a way to clear it.
I just said people to shovel it. I'm pretty sure I just said that.
They're people.
Essentially, people who don't pay their fucking bills and ask too many questions.
Oh.
You're worried about me paying a bill?
No, you're good. I'm just telling you that when people don't pay their bill, they go shovel shit.
Well, someone else will be shoveling our shit then.
Indeed.
Yes.
Like that asshole
We
over
are
there.
expert excrement expediters.
Wow. Good to know.
My dex save was an 11.
11?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where are you standing in the room?
Kind of by the door, and like kind of like wondering like where to place.
So your back
Icca.
is to the door?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
just kind of like wondering where to place Icca.
What was your dex save?
11.
11.
Ooh, ha.
Perception checks, all three of you. So as you're sitting here thinking, you're not realizing that time has gone a little bit faster than you'd like. Immediately you watch as this chipmunk starts to shift and change to like a small owlbear.
Oh no! Wait!
Bursts into a very large it's fucking Icca, this huge animal inside this tiny room. You get thrown back. You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you fly through the door. And the door is actually ripped off of the wall and like bulges out a little bit. You see a giant owlbear back claw shoot out of a window in the upstairs room of this tavern. What was your perception checks?
1.
Oh yeah, you don't hear shit. Literally, because we were just talking about shit.
14.
14. You hear quite the ruckus upstairs.
This isn't gonna work. This didn't work out.
I walk to the side of the building.
What was that?
Our
Jeidobii?
friend's been sick. He's probably having a hard time. I'll go deal with him.
Jeidobii.
What?
Nothing. And I go upstairs to help.
Denahi, can I see you, Denahi? Denahi.
As
Hey,
to
come
what's
on.
going on, I
Oh
follow
shit.
to
I Misty step, but
Were you Misty stepping?
next to him, so I'm squished.
You have to see him to do that.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I just see a paw.
You
I
see
just
him.
stormed up there.
Okay. So you.
I get up there and I see a paw sticking out with him.
Well, no, you see just like back of Icca bulging through the hallway door, and
Right, but he's not laying outside it?
no, he's laying
I
outside.
am.
He's laying
Yeah.
outside of the room. You don't
Right.
see any paw. You just see the back of
Okay,
Icca.
sorry.
So he's kind of sideways with his head all like up against the wall inside the room, and his paw is out the window.
Your magic has failed.
This isn't gonna. This is. Okay. I'm gonna try to like shove my way into the room. Grab the door. Grab the
Can
door.
you not cast the spell again?
Just grab the door.
I'm going to eat the mouse.
No, don't eat the mouse.
There's not much of this door to grab. I can.
And I'm gonna like
What
try
the-
to back the Icca into the room and try to like squeeze in there.
You can do a strength check with disadvantage, but I don't think there's no more squeezing. He's pretty big and it's
Well,
very
if
small.
that's the case,
I
how
crawl
the hell
up.
am I going to fit in this room?
With disadvantage.
So,
Oh, but I
this
got a
room
tool.
specifically was small.
Oh.
Yours might
Well,
be
I was
a
not
little-
initially aware of what was
Perhaps
going
we
on.
should move him to a different
I
room.
walk up to see what's going on, and I see that everybody's very, very upset and trying to deal with this.
Animated.
So I just start busting the door frame apart for them because I figure that's the best thing to do.
The door, it's already busted.
I mean, I
What
start
are
busting
you
everything.
doing?
I'm breaking all
Stop!
the walls
Boo!
down.
Boo! Boo! Stop!
What is wrong with him? What is he doing?
I'm
We
making
don't
space for Icca.
No, but we don't need to make more of
7.
a problem.
7?
Strength.
We just need to get him
Yeah, he
shrunk
doesn't-
back down.
I'm
So-
really good at punching wood.
When you imagine
it's
the
fine, I can
hallway,
fix it.
it's like a 5-foot wide hallway. Icca takes up about half of the hallway, like the bulge of Icca that is coming out of the.
This room is really small.
His,
All right,
his room was 5x5. Icca is a large.
Wait.
hallway.
Are they room beside me? Where's your room at? Where's your room?
I think mine's next door.
I guess they're.
They haven't. I think it's down here.
Bust down the wall. You have a good idea. Bust down the wall.
I've busted that wall down
Which wall?
to the next adjacent room.
To where her room is.
Be specific.
Oh.
The adjacent room to the right.
Yeah, wherever her room
You
is
enter
beside
the
mine.
room.
We don't know how
to
it's
bust
laid
it
out, so.
Sure.
Down.
But just to confirm, you're going to go inside of the room and then bust
You
the.
can't.
Okay.
Oh, that other room. Yes.
Because it sounded like you just wanted to bust the outside, like the door wall, is what it sounded like you were trying to do. Okay. So what are you trying to do?
I'm breaking the wall down.
Okay, roll attack.
Denahi, close the door. Denahi, close the door.
Slam.
22.
Hey.
I'm going to stand in the hallway.
What is the wall's AC?
At the top of the stairs or wherever this
Dex
is.
save, please.
I assume it's upstairs.
Yes.
I'm going to stand there and try to sort of fill the area so that it's going to
A very old gnome comes out of the room that's on the other side. So like
25.
25. So like if room. Boo is in this room. Icca's in this room.
Right.
His ass is like poking out like this. A gnome comes out of this room.
And I'm.
Oh, I cast
where's the
blindness.
entrance?
Can I cast blindness?
Where's the entrance?
Oh no!
Where's the entrance? The stairs up to this.
It's down the hall.
Okay.
It's like around the corner.
So
of the
I'm
hall.
basically right there, and they come out right near my butt.
What's going on? What's going on out here?
Nothing. Go back inside.
Intimidation.
I'm just gonna go.
I wasn't really trying to intimidate, but alright.
I mean, you're scary and you're big.
I just said go back inside.
Or persuasion, if you want to persuade.
Well, I did 8 for intimidation.
And I'm just going full Tony Jaa on the wall now.
Okay.
I come behind him with my eyes. They start to like peel black, and I'm like, I can blind this gnome. Should I?
Let's wait. Let's put it in
Please,
the back pocket.
sir, go back inside.
I can blind them too if you need to. There's a special vein
No!
made on their forehead.
No, stop! Shh!
Okay, just keep it down. I've got business in the morning.
We're working on it. Yes, sorry.
No, your dex save, you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage. As you weaken that wall, one of Icca's other feet come flying towards you, and debris kind of hits you. You're able to kind of deflect a lot of it, but it's still a big-ass owlbear paw that comes out. So he kind of settles in
Is
his...
this something a load-bearing wall?
No, it's not. You watch as Icca's body kind of... like he kind of just... Because he was on his side, so he, with his ass coming out of into the other room, he kind of flaps upwards.
I fall backward into the room.
Thank you, sir.
Great job, Boo! Great job!
Jeidobii, are you not able to cast your spell again?
Well, if I don't have to, this worked out.
Worked out? We've just destroyed 2 rooms.
I'm like casting mending on some of the walls.
We're like,
okay.
So like
on the outer
bards
wall?
now. We're just hanging out in taverns, breaking their rooms.
It's great. It's fine.
Busting their stuff.
I didn't want to leave Icca outside.
Why?
Because those guards are
He
jackasses.
could hunt on his own. He would be fine out there.
See, the big guy knows what he's talking about. I wish you understood.
He says he disagrees with you.
I did not say that. You see Icca go like this.
He'd prefer to be pampered like this.
All right. Everything's fine now. We're in here. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine when I eat that rat.
No.
Wait, what?
What?
No, what?
Why don't we take him to the forest?
Get one of those harnesses.
He can hunt and enjoy himself.
We'll put it on the back burner for now. We'll think about it.
Torque, perception check.
Close the doors. Oh, I pick up the door that was like broken, and I like.
18. 19.
19. You hear a couple of Kingsguard talking to the barkeep downstairs.
Oh no!
We have trouble.
Very, very faintly, you hear complaints from outside because the glass was broken and people saw something that was not normal in this very peaceful town.
Then I'm in the door. I'm in the door. I'm in the door.
And you hear like chung, 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 like people are in armor that are walking up the stairs.
Right, and I'm standing filling the door or the
So
hallway.
about the time that they come around the corner, Denahi finishes mending that hallway space. What's going on up here?
I don't know. You should check up. You should check
Nothing. I was
behind
going to
the
go back
building.
downstairs. I tripped and fell, and now I'm ready to go. What's happening?
You tripped and fell. You're the one who broke the window?
Well, I'm not a small person.
I hear this.
I'm like doing this.
Fix the window. Fix the window.
In fairness, I'm doing this. Like I'm
Yeah.
literally like filling the whole entire space.
I'm sorry. I'll do what I can to have it fixed.
They might mean the goblins out back. And then I cast thaumaturgy, and he hears goblin whispers.
What's the
around
range on
back
that?
of the building.
And do you have to see him?
Well, he's right in front of me.
Well, you're in the other room.
I'm in the room.
You were in. Weren't you going
She
in the
was
room?
outside the
hallway.
door mending.
So you're not mending the window, because he was just telling you to mend the window. So I don't know.
Oh,
If you were mending the window, then you went into the room.
shit. I don't know what to do. Okay, I mended the window. Never mind.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
I step out in the hall and I'm like, Torque, did you see me bust that wall down?
And I grab Rockaboo and I like pull him back in the room. Shut up! Shut up!
No, that's my friend. He's had too much. I'm sorry. I'll make sure that everything is in working order.
You better. I better not hear anything else about you guys.
No,
You just got
no,
here.
no.
Maybe
Everything is fine.
Bribe him!
He hears that.
Will you shut up?
Can you mute Rockaboo? Can you make him quiet?
Did he just say?
No, I can't.
You're trying to bribe one of the king's
No,
guard?
no, of course not, sir. I know you are upstanding King's Guard.
Persuasion check, please.
Jeidobii.
15.
15. Okay. Just keep it down. They turn and they walk down the stairs.
Thank you, sir. Absolutely. I will have that fixed.
Go team, go!
And I'm looking back just like...
I'll then actually start sort of following them down the stairs. And looking back, fix this.
Okay.
Okay, so we're all here. We came from.
I
know.
In one room, it's supposed to be.
Right, everyone who matters. Got it.
So we just made a king suite.
So what's on the to-do list? I'm like feeling kind of triumphant. I'm just kind of like chill out, like just leaning on the wall. So what's on the to-do list for today?
I'd like to walk around. They might have jewelry here. It's a nice place.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Wait,
do some shopping.
Torque has my money. We should grab him on the way down.
Do you know if you wouldn't know if there's a monk place here? A monkery, no.
They recognize
monastery.
The guards did seem to have some respect for the monastery, so yeah. I'd imagine there's got to be some presence, maybe.
Maybe we should visit, see if anyone's there.
If there's a cathedral, I can get some holy water.
Okay.
We just gonna hit up all the holy places.
Let's go.
Okay. Is just gonna leave him here?
I'm gonna work that out.
We just sit and like stare.
Just sit and stare at Icca for a second.
You're staring at his ass right now. He's trying to shift.
Where is his front? I want to get to his front.
His front is on the gnome wall.
Why did we have to bring him in?
I just felt better with him here. I thought that it would be fine.
He didn't cause trouble at the other town, did he?
He ate a fucking horse. I know.
I didn't know that.
I'll ask about him. I'll ask. I'll see.
Sorry. He takes some time and he kind of shimmies.
Icca, do you want to stay in here? Or do you want me to take you out?
How are you gonna take me out?
I could just do that thing again, you know.
I'm tired.
Do you want to sleep?
He just lays down.
Oh, Icca. I pet him as he goes to sleep. I love you too, buddy. And
I thought they were going to try to close the non-existent door.
No, I can't.
Well, she mended it, so
so everything's back.
The outside looks normal. The inside, the center wall is gone.
I'm gonna close the curtains before we leave. Both sets of curtains.
Good choice.
And all right, Icca's gonna sleep. He's tired, and we can go.
All right.
Okay, so the three of you go downstairs to follow your friend Torque to kind of calm the scenario. It's a little bit later in the afternoon now, probably 3 o'clock. So we're going to go ahead and take our mid-show break. We're going to go ahead and do our mid-show video game giveaway.
Team. That was great.
So go ahead and hit exclamation point raffle in the Twitch chat and enter the giveaway. We'll go ahead and announce that winner at the end of our break. We'll be back in a little bit.
Oh, I was going to jump in the way.
And we're back. Congratulations, Butters! You won the giveaway.
Butters!
Oh shit!
All right. So, without further ado, if we do get to 2225, we will give away another video game. So go ahead and spread the word. We're almost there. We're at 2213. So, without further ado, you all have, scaled down the steps to the lower part of the tavern. It's roughly 3 or so o'clock in the afternoon. What do you guys want to do?
Drink.
Of course you do.
Oh.
I'm gonna go out and walk around. Anyone want to come?
I'll join you.
Sure. We might as well find out if there's anything in this town worthwhile.
Okay.
I go with them.
Okay. So the
with a smile on my face.
So the tavern is slightly offset off the main road. So you kind of head back. Like there's like a smaller path that heads to the tavern. That's the tavern.
Okay.
So you get back to the main road. You're looking for shops. Is that what you're looking for? What are you looking for specifically?
We're just looking around, I think.
Okay.
Does anybody have anything in general?
I specifically have my eyes opened for the monastery. So if we come across that...
Perception.
Or cathedral.
Or the cathedral, you said?
None of these look like a cathedral.
Church.
It's only part of the town.
15 total.
15. You don't see anything that looks like a monastery. You do see a smaller temple down the road a little bit.
Oh. Brooke, do you want to go in there, that temple?
Yeah, might as well. It looks ornate and well gilded.
Alright. Anyone want to join? Or we can just meet up with you later.
Can I look around for shops?
Sure. What are you looking for?
Jewelry shops?
There's no jewelry shops. There's a general store. You see a sign that says Travis's Trinkets.
I'll go in there.
Okay. So as you're going in there, you guys are walking towards the monastery?
Yes.
Or the
I'll
temple?
follow her into there.
So you're going with her there? Okay.
Yeah, I'll stoop through the doorway.
So as you two are walking towards the temple, we'll go ahead and go into the store. So as you walk into this general store, it looks like a general store. There's a lot of goods on racks and tables and such in the center, and there's widespread of just regular basic items you see on the walls, and there's a counter in the front, and you see a human male, maybe 30s, dark hair, behind the counter, tinkering with something.
Greetings.
Hey, what can I do for you?
I don't know. We were just looking around.
Okay, look around. Let me know if you need anything.
Do you have any arrows?
Arrows? Yeah, we have arrows. Oh, you want bolts? Yes, we have bolts. How many are you looking for?
Maybe 10.
10? I can do 10. 5 silver.
Okay.
I could use another sharpening stone. Do you have one?
Yeah, I think so. We'll call it 10. 10 silver.
Sure, here you go.
Here are some bolts. Sharpening stone. Anything else?
I'll let you know if anything strikes my fancy.
Okay.
I'm looking on the walls. Do they have any scarves or girly things?
Like clothing? Yeah, on one side of the one of the walls, it does have a series of hats. What could be used as a scarf, and then cloaks and robes and other attire. Oh, you want a robe? We can do robes for you.
How about a cloak? Do you have a black one?
Like black or like almost black?
Black.
Let me check. Anything else?
What color is the scarf?
There are 3 scarves. It's red, purple, and like a bluish, like a navy blue.
Can I see the purple scarf, please?
Sure. Here you go. It goes back behind, almost behind the wall. So it's like a normal wall, but it's like a false wall. He pushes on it, turns it sideways, and looks in there. He's like got a bunch more products and stuff in it's like a back shelving area. Oh yes. Here you go. And he pulls out what looks to be a very dark black cloak.
How much is that?
The cloak?
Yes.
We'll call it 25 silver.
Can I get that? How much is the scarf?
The scarf? I'll call it 10.
What do you think, Tor? You look nice on me.
It looks very nice.
Does it match my skin tone? Is it the right purple?
Yes, for the purposes of this, we'll say it does.
Okay, I'll buy both.
All right, thank you very much. Anything else?
No, I don't think so. Do you have anything else you're looking for?
No. I just grabbed my shopping bag. Like, I'm okay now. Bye.
Thank you.
Come back for trinkets whenever you need. Have a good day.
No, I don't need them.
Oh, before we go, anything going on in this town that you know about that perhaps the King's Guard hasn't kept an eye on?
I mean, are you looking for something specific or just in general? I mean, we've had a lot of thievery is not really the right word, but we've had a lot of instances with people who are outside of our walls, you know, being attacked. I mean, security's gotten a little tight recently. I mean,
You don't
with all
know
the
of any
orcs around
camps
here.
nearby with some orcs or outlaws or...
I mean, there's a lot of orc in the area. Yeah, they've been
Really?
they've been landing up north. I'm not sure where they're coming from, but
North. Thank you.
you're welcome. Make sure you close the door so that dog doesn't get in here.
You bet.
Thank you.
Giddy happy.
Okay. So as you guys are walking out, about that time you get to the temple, and there's about a dozen people are kind of coming out of this space, like maybe something just wrapped up.
Do I see any insignia of any kind on this temple to see, like, if it's for a certain god
Perception
or...
Your tincture is good.
17 total.
17. It is the Temple of Izir.
Oh, the big guy.
Yes, all of you. Please have a wonderful day, and remember, he is always watching. Go. What can I do for you?
Hello. We're new in town, and we just...
I'm sorry, you just missed our meditation. Maybe you can come back tomorrow.
Maybe we can. Maybe we can. Is this an open temple? Are we allowed in, or...?
Are you a believer of Izir?
I came up in the Church of Izir, so... And that's not a lie, because, you know...
Did you?
I did. Remember my dad? The situation?
Roll persuasion anyway. Or... He's inciting you right now, so roll what you feel.
Persuasion. 14 total persuasion.
Okay. Yeah, you can go in. I'm gonna close up here soon.
Okay. Thank you.
What about your friend? Is he a believer?
He is a part of the Honored Palm.
Oh, he's one of those.
Is that not okay here?
I mean, I guess he could come in here as well.
Okay.
What's wrong with the Honored Palm?
I don't have enough time to explain it.
Oh, okay. Well,
we don't see eye to eye.
Do they have a temple in this city as well?
A monastery? No.
Okay. Well, thank you. What does this guy look like?
He is, he's human. He's late 40s, a little bit older. His hair is long and dark, but there's a lot of strands of white going in there. It's kind of pulled back into, not quite a ponytail. It just pulled back a little bit, so it's just not in his face. He's wearing very nice robes and seems a little stuffy.
What color are his robes?
His robes?
Yeah.
They're kind of a maroonish color.
Maroon.
With white, like a white sash.
Okay. Dope. Awesome. I am Jeidobii, by the way.
Chadwick.
Chadwick?
That's what I said.
Oh. It's nice to meet you, Chadwick.
You as well.
I go into the temple. I go into the temple. I don't look back. I don't look back.
Hope you enjoy that.
You can wait outside. And he closes the doors.
All right. So I am in the temple. What do I see? He locks it too. Damn. I am in the temple. What do I see?
Investigation check.
By then, I guess me and Torque walk up to Barakaboo.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
I was just saying, on the way there, these two with their gods. Where are you with gods?
I believe it when I see it.
13.
Yes. Your
Where
family,
are you
not so
looking
much, yeah.
Not so much. They had their own god.
I am looking around. I want to see, like, what do I see in here?
What was your percent?
Shit.
It's like a 14 or something? 13?
Yeah.
Everything in the space seems to be neat and tidy. The pews and such have parchment paper with some writing on it, and there's candles, and it looks like a normal temple.
Okay.
Roll an insight check, though. What's your passive insight? Backing up.
Oh, it's passive. He loves this. It's his favorite question ever.
My passive insight is, I believe it's 19.
No, that's your passive perception.
Got you with all that natural stuff.
I was actually not prepared for that.
17 is your passive insight.
You're so used to him dismissing it. I like
So can you roll? So the way that I'm using your passive stuff is your passive stuff will open up opportunities for you to roll something else. So roll a perception check. Something doesn't feel right. What are you guys doing outside?
Hey, guys.
Hello, Boo.
Put my scarf on.
Oh, that's pretty.
Thanks.
Huh.
Not a bad find, eh?
Jaidobie's inside talking to the buttholes.
There are buttholes inside?
Yes.
18.
There are
And they
buttholes
speak?
everywhere.
But maybe you can get Waller.
Hang on, I gotta write it down.
Okay.
Did you see any in there?
Oh, they wouldn't let me in.
I gave this
Why?
to Jess.
I saw it, yeah.
There was something big behind it.
I farted on the priest.
This is why I adore you.
What do their gods know anyway?
You didn't seem to like the honored palm very much.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Aren't they respected everywhere else?
Well, you know, it seems like it. But not this fella.
Interesting.
That means we don't trust them, yes?
Does that make sense?
I try to cast thaumaturgy on the door, but since it's locked, it doesn't open.
Like
Yes, yeah.
doorway.
Yeah. I'm gonna casually walk over to it if possible.
Okay. Are you trying
As
to
if I'm just kind of like looking around and like taking it
roll a
in.
performance. You're trying to.
Yeah, come on.
Or
come on.
no, do deception. Deception's better.
Deception, no.
Because you're trying to hide what your intent is, correct?
Oh! Natural one.
Natural one?
No time for
So
thought.
as you're kind of looking around, you stumble on a little bench that has a candle, and you trip over it and it falls and it catches on. Like it starts to catch something on fire, and Chadwick comes up and stops.
I'm sorry.
Where are you going?
I was just...
You came in here to do a temple thing? Do your temple thing now. So you can be gone.
Do you not wish me to be here?
I have things to do.
Okay. Can I ask you, what did they look... Were they like standing up or were they like...
No, that's what I was doing, like laying down.
Ooh. Okay.
You got one thing you can do.
I got one thing I can do?
One opportunity to do something.
Okay.
What you guys are out there just chatting? Can you guys roll a perception check?
22.
22?
5.
5. Okay.
14.
14. Okay. What are you doing?
I'm gonna say, is everything all right with them? And I'm gonna kind of head nod towards
what you saw on the ground.
Yes. Is everything all right with?
Yes, everything's fine.
Is he lying to me?
Insight check.
Oh. No, he isn't.
You're going to the jail. I'm done with you. It gave me a natural 1.
It's because you were talking about how good it's rolling.
Natural 1.
He seems to be forthright.
Okay.
He seems to be taking a while.
This is happening relatively quickly.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna make my way out. I'm just gonna kind of give him a bow.
Mm-hmm.
And start making my way out.
Wisdom save.
Oh, what is about to happen? Wisdom save. 20 total.
20 total. Fuck, matches. Roll again.
Oh no. That's gonna go now. Ready to go. Oh no! Oh no! 14 total.
Okay. As you go and you reach for the door, you feel your body seize up. Mm-hmm. You feel your mouth as like you're kind of almost like you're startled. You want to scream, but nothing comes out, and you're frozen in space at the moment.
Why is it taking so long?
Where do you think you're going?
You know how long it takes to talk to anyone.
Does that voice doesn't sound familiar, right? It's just he just.
No.
Okay, cool. But I can't speak, right? I can't say anything?
No. You can speak what you want to think because he's reading your mind. So, like, you hear his... He's not speaking, but you hear his voice.
You told me to do what I had to and leave, so I'm trying to leave.
Yes, but then you saw something you weren't supposed to.
So
now I have to deal with you.
This does not seem very Azir-like of you.
Doesn't open.
Would Azir appreciate what you're doing right now? To someone's free will?
Fuck Azir. He's not my god.
Why would this door be closed and locked?
My goddess is much more protective of us.
His goddess. No! Eros, can you do something? Can you move? Can you activate?
Nothing. The door isn't opening for.
Like I pushed it and it didn't open, so now I'm like really throwing some force.
Do a strength.
I'm gonna take a look at
natural 20.
Hey, you bust that fucking shit down.
I think I'm looking at the door.
Oh, sorry.
Smashing you.
No.
I mean, if you're busting it down.
I'm pushing on the door with like force now, and
Okay.
I rolled a natural 20.
Okay. You push on the door, and you kind of feel almost like the hinges crick a little bit. It doesn't move.
When he does that,
Is that natural?
I want to take a look at the direction of the door to see if I can see anything.
With your insight?
Something's wrong.
Roll your insight. Right as this is happening, you hear 21. You hear people screaming behind you, and you see with those perception checks that you did just recently, you see women and civilians and villagers. Everyone's running, and you see like you're watching as arrows that are lit on fire are breaching or clearing the wall, and houses are being caught on fire. And you hear and you're hearing all these grunts and noises that sound very familiar, sound orcish of nature. And the town is currently being raided. Can everyone roll initiative, please?
Denahi screams, why is it everywhere we go? There's something. Can't I just shop in peace?
I just pulled a boo and like hit the side of the
roll
tray.
first, I'm scared.
Ooh. 23.
23? Okay, hang on.
Did I see anything when I looked at the door, though?
1 second.
Daily hero point!
Oh shit, I got
What was... You're the highest?
22.
22?
I mean, my initiative was 23, my insight was 22.
Got it. 15 to 20?
18.
16.
Alright, I got to roll for Icca. Jeez, man. This is gonna be rough.
What was yours?
Alright, minus
I
10.
didn't do anything to that door.
And Icca is 6.
Bound by magic.
Crud. Crud.
She's about to burst through that window.
Like I was like pushing hard. I wasn't really throwing. So now I'm like, with a crit 20 and I didn't.
I think because you didn't state that the intention.
Do you have your?
I do.
Your intention was just to push.
But I said I pushed and it didn't give. Then I got a crit 20 and was like pushing like this.
Do an intelligence check.
Because you're wanting to do an
Yeah, cool. Nothing.
Huh?
Because you're wanting to do an intelligence.
Intelligence would be.
Of course.
What'd you get?
I rolled a 2 and I have a negative 1. Oh my god, this is painful. Alright.
This is
well, now I know that I'm angry and I'm gonna be fucking slamming on this door as hard as I can with everything I have.
So, roll another strength check while I'm doing
Wow. I got
everywhere we go.
11.
So Denahi's still whining with like raining fiery arrows. Like what?
So did I see anything?
it's not there yet. This is all happening simultaneously.
Should have stayed in the fucking woods.
Right, I'm sitting there going, what? And there's dudes appearing everywhere.
I wish Icca wasn't in the room right now.
I think he's on his own for the moment.
Oh, that's true.
All right, so let's get this party started, shall we?
Shit.
So what you see on the other side of the wall, you do see the yellowish shape of what looks to be Jeidobii, but between the yellow and where you are, you see a black shape.
Okay, because I wanted to say that if that's what I see after Torque is shoving on the door, I'm going to bust the door down.
Okay, but so the second, right before Torque pushed the second time, I just hadn't gotten there yet, that's when the orc raid had happened. So it's all happening again simultaneously. So we're going to start with the top of the order. Boom.
I'm going to bust the door down.
Roll for attack.
30 to hit.
Was that 30 to hit? Yeah, it hits. Roll for damage. And a big shout out to our friends at Griffin Co. They provided all the really cool, the buildings and the houses and the little bits and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And Plaid Elephant Props provided the trees.
I love it. We love it so hard.
14 damage.
14 damage. What are you doing?
I'm just drop kicking the door.
You're drop kicking the door. So as you run and you drop kick the door, you feel that the door takes the energy of your kick, and it kind of pushes you back, and you're thrown on the ground. You don't fall prone, but you're kicked back. The door doesn't budge.
I think he's on his own.
You doing anything else?
Is the door immune to physical damage?
You can try to figure that out later if you want.
I just ask because I think it gets overlooked that my attacks are now magic infused technically.
No, I'm aware of that.
So
whatever is going on is stronger than that, or you didn't cause enough damage, or
stronger than a natural.
We gotta get him out of there at some point.
We do.
He's not moving.
They must have him trapped inside.
No.
We're gonna have to deal with what's out here.
Right. I just bought this scarf.
Here it is. 1 second.
Your first line is, oh, I just bought the scarf. Damn it. I have to like tuck it under my armor.
In the meantime, though, and then I'm going to...
Jesus Christ. I had the Ted the overlay over me, and they're like, Solo's been Ted the whole time!
Oh, no. That'll be...
Stupid Streamlabs. Go ahead.
So I'd say, in the meantime, and I look over at Torque, and I'm going to grab that chair.
Okay.
And I'm going to smack the orc with it.
Which one?
The one around the corner.
You gotta let me know more specifically.
The chair.
This one right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
He has the chair! What's he doing with the chair?
This is so cool.
Okay, so this is your second action?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's a 23 to hit.
That hits. Roll for damage.
Eric, what are you doing?
Highlighting the orc.
14. Okay.
Yeah.
You hit him with a chair. It takes 14 damage.
Chair shatters.
Mostly, yeah.
Drop the chair, and then I just front kick him right in the jaw for my
Chair's
third.
gone.
And that'll do it. That's a 20 to hit.
That hits. Roll for damage. Hey, Tortoise, you get a picture.
For 13.
13. Okay. 13 points of damage to the same. Okay.
And with that, I am going to. How tall is that building? Is it as tall as it looks?
Yeah, it's to scale, so it's roughly 10 feet tall, and then it peaks to.
Okay. And then utilizing mobility, I'm going to hop up on the roof to look for an alternate way in.
Athletics.
Oh, decent. 19.
19. Okay.
If you stick this on the bottom, I think it'll stick.
What's the rest of your movement?
55 total.
Okay, so you're trying to go up here to look for something?
Yeah.
I think if you put this on the bottom, it'll stick.
See if there's like an alternate way in.
I succeeded my dex.
Good job. Nice.
I'd like to Michael Jackson leaning on top of the church.
Okay.
Very ninja.
And your turn?
Yeah. Do I spot anything?
Giving you a lot of extra things. We'll do a perception check. Because traditionally, I give one freebie, perception, intelligence, some sort of check. Traditionally, that's an action to do that. But yes,
14.
14. I mean, the house looks pretty solid. I mean, you can attempt to force your way in, but
Okay. And that'll do it for Boo.
okay. Denahi.
Okay, so I'm pissed.
Don't tell me you're pissed. Show me.
Alright, so I'm gonna Misty step behind this guy.
Okay.
So I'm gonna disappear and reappear, and first you see my purple scarf in my two hands. I'm gonna wrap it around his neck.
Oh yes!
Choke him, and then cast Shocking Grasp. So electricity is gonna come from my hands down the scarf and into his neck.
I love it.
Okay.
Kind of conductive, hyper flexible.
Get a girl.
It's a conductive scarf. Let's see if it's conductive. It's not! It's a natural one! Oh.
She just obliterates the scarf.
It could have been anything else. We could add mojo to it.
Fuck me.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, so you jump behind and you try to get the scarf around him, and you fail to get the scarf around him, and that frustration, you try to do the shocking grasp, but you don't have enough touching him where it kind of like sparks a little bit, and he kind of hits you with his bow, and he deflects the...
Did the scarf survive?
Yes.
Okay.
But that looks so cool.
And our set is a little bit bigger than what the camera can do, so we're a little off camera, but we're posting pictures on Discord, so go ahead and check it out, and we will keep going.
Alright, that is all I can do. So... Huh? No. I'll save that.
Okay.
No, I'm...
And your turn? Tor?
Yeah.
Thank you for that coin. I am going to run around this corner.
Okay.
And post up on dude and start throwing some axes in his face or his neck.
Okay.
Hopefully. Oh, wow. Shit just went way off the rails. Okay. Sorry, I'm too busy taking pictures.
No, you're doing great, man. I love it.
17 to hit.
Hits, roll for damage. Not feeling this music.
Hold on, I gotta make sure I get this right.
Oh, stop it. Shut up.
Oh no, I'm spiking him. Okay, so 16 points of damage on a spike to that guy.
Okay, so as you come around the corner, you do your little flick move where you spin the axe in your hand, so the spike, the demon horn spike comes out first. You go to swing, and he kind of tries to deflect you, and in that moment of deflecting you, he kind of opens himself up, and you literally just take the spike to go to spike him in the chest, but he kind of steps forward for a second, and the spike goes literally right through his head, he kind of flails a little bit. And then,
I hope I didn't waste my spike.
no, he's. Your weapons are attuned to Orc.
Okay.
But he is not dead.
Goodbye.
I will go into rage.
Okay.
And that is my move.
Okay. So they're gonna go. And this guy comes around the corner. He goes this way. He comes this way. This way. This way.
Holy crud!
Is your ring finger like a piece of fabric?
Leather.
It's a leather ring.
My wife made it.
I've heard of some hippie shit, but I gotta say,
All right, so the orcs.
You know we love you.
The orcs start to kind of enclose the space. The archer turns around, takes a stab at you, Denahi, with his rapier. 19 to hit.
It is.
You take 12 points of piercing damage as he just runs you through.
Hellish rebuke.
Yeah, burn him!
Do it.
I forgot to cast that.
Oh. I think he has to make a save against you or something.
Yeah, dex save.
Dex save? 2.
Yeah, that doesn't do shit. Oh man, he's gonna get it too. My fire damage too, doesn't that mean?
I guess you gotta take out her dice.
I wasn't ready. Oh man.
That's what she said.
Get it.
I don't have any 10s. Do you have any D10s?
D10s? Yeah, how many do you need?
3.
All the D10s.
One, and I'll give you my fiery ones. Here you go. Hey, not bad, not bad.
20 points of damage.
20 points of damage.
Thank you.
No, these
All
are
right.
my red dice from.
So as he stabs you and looks at you, and as he does that, his eyes kind of get big, and your body kind of just turns into this like fiery hue, and then it just comes out. It kind of throws him back about 5 feet. The blade comes out of you. He kind of shakes it off. He looks pretty rough, but he's still standing.
Okay.
And that dude's turn. Torque is gonna get shot at. 16 to hit.
That matches, yes.
You take 18 points, halved to 9 of piercing damage from the bolt that comes hitting it at you. And then 16 to hit.
That matches.
You take 12 points of slashing, halved to 6, as the orc in front of you swipes at you with his axe.
69, yeah.
Alright. His turn. So you watch as this as Chadwick is standing in front of you, and he's kind of looking at you a little awkwardly, and he's like, "Yes, you do look familiar. You do look like your sister." And right at that point, his face kind of shifts, and you watch as his face forms into not a mask, but an actual beak, and his form kind of grows a little bit, and you watch as this charcoal black humanoid body stands tall, and like the clothes that he's wearing kind of shifts and molds as well, and the maroon turns into a black like cloak, and you see a Trevyl standing right in front of you. Not a cultist, but an actual Trevyl standing in front of you.
With an actual like bird face.
With his proper face, yes. Because the Trevyl is a bird-like being that is an image of Travanas herself.
You son of a bitch.
Yes. While you wait here, I'm gonna play with your friends. Do a wisdom save again.
Wisdom save. 1920.
19.
I mean, sorry.
1920.
19 total. 19
I
total.
was there in
1920.
Okay.
You're starting to feel your senses come back. You are able to speak, but you still can't move.
What would I say? I don't even know what to say. I'm just like,
Okay. Is there anything you'd like to do on your turn?
Oh, it's my turn now?
Yeah,
Okay.
technically, you're supposed to roll that at the end of your turn. So.
Gotcha. Oh, well, I guess I can't. Well, let's see.
I'll let you say something if you want to say something.
Guys, Trevyl! Trevyl! I'll just yell that out and that'll be it, unless I can use my.
No, that would be it.
That'll be it?
Yeah.
All right.
Can you roll a perception check with disadvantage for Icca, please?
A perception check with disadvantage. Okay. So this will be one straight roll because he gets advantage on those. Oh, Icca. 6 total.
6 total?
Yes, for Icca's perception.
Okay. Top of the order, Boo.
Damn.
Is there any kind of upper window on the upper level of this?
Perception check.
Natural 20.
No. The roof looks very solid. The space looks solid. Do an insight check for me.
20.
20. With a 20, the entire building itself is putting off a glow as well.
A black glow?
It's reddish, but it doesn't really have a color.
Well, that's not good.
Nope.
And
the entire house is a mimic. You're fine.
Oh, fuck. That would be the worst.
And with that, I'm going to jump off the building and elbow drop on the orc that is up front of Torque. That one's still alive, right?
This one right here?
Yeah.
You just charged Orc.
Yeah, he's fully alive.
Okay. Elbow drop from the top. Atomic.
With the 30 to hit.
Jesus Christ. Yes, that hits.
It's unarmed. It's hard to miss when you're punching.
I mean, that would hit fucking God.
13 damage on that first hit.
Got it?
And I roll over his back into a second elbow strike to the base of his skull.
Okay.
For 25 to hit.
Yeah, hits. Roll for damage.
For 10.
10. Okay.
And I'm going to hit him one more time. This time for 21 to hit.
21 hits.
10 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to summon my key to grab him around the waist. And I'm going to suplex him into the ground, attempting to crack his neck.
Strength check. And then roll for attack.
Okay. Strength check was 21.
He rolls into a pool of dice.
And the attack was 23.
Okay, roll for damage. There's a dice tray right there.
For 14.
And these guys have 2. 14?
Yes.
Okay, so you jump off, you're on top of the roof, you're trying to find a way in, you realize that your friends are in trouble and Jeidobii just needs to figure it out. You jump off of the roof, you come down hard with an elbow, cracking him in the head. You kind of feel like a crack, but he's still standing up. As he's kind of like standing there limping, you take 2 shots. He's still woozy, he's still standing pretty tough. He's a bigger orc than the other ones. And you say, fuck it, so you grab his waist and you literally do a
suplex.
A suplex. No, not a suplex.
Suplex City, bitch!
That's not a suplex.
Back over the shoulder with his head driving down.
Yes,
That's a suplex.
I was just thinking belly to back suplex. It doesn't matter. So as you kind of flick him back, you're coming back and you're flicking him back. Your body kind of bends a little bit, and as he's coming down, his head hits the barrel, and you hear a and you literally will see his body, his head just kind of go just flimsy, and his body goes limp, and he just falls on the ground.
$1 million babied him.
He did.
Yeah, he's dead.
And then I'm gonna turn to the other orc, and I'll be like, and then I'm gonna jump back on top of the building.
Okay.
Can't see me, bitch.
So, and that's a 20 for athletics.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, I can't get him to stick there.
There was a sticky deck.
Are you going back on the roof?
Yep.
That's what he said, but
Yeah, give it a good press.
I just
I
moved the whole
thought-
house and everything.
Keeping myself out of range.
I'm gonna mess up Butters' paint job. It's not my fault. It's his fault. Remember that. Okay, your turn.
Top row!
And your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Denahi.
Alright, so, yep, as he's burning, the burn starts to cool off of my hand, and I grab him by the throat again for shocking grasp.
Okay.
Is he wearing any metal?
Yep.
Yes? Okay, so I get it.
Don't even say it. Roll again. Roll again. Roll again. You get advantage.
Wow.
Well, it's better. It's better though. Take it.
Really?
Wow.
You want to add some sauce?
Want to add some sauce?
You're the best.
Yeah, you can't meta her, man.
That helped a lot. 17.
Holy hell.
13 to hit?
No, it does not.
I'm up to 2
Really?
coins already.
What?
I like that we're using coins as
Dang it.
cannon
Throwing
fodder.
at me because I
What do I do?
remind people not to meta? Okay, cool.
That's all I do.
Okay, it's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Torque.
I am turning and leaping back to this fella. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to watch in the camera to do it. All right, and then I'm going to plant an axe in his face if all goes well.
Okay.
So that would make it 22 to hit.
That hits. Roll for damage.
And that would be... this time it's 2d10, so it's 12 points of damage, plus, because he's one of my now marked people. Oh, I didn't know. That's right. I'm sorry. I was mistaken.
Yeah, no, the mark.
I didn't crit.
Yeah,
I didn't crit.
the mark makes you crit at 19.
Yeah.
That's right.
So it was, sorry, I just said it.
You got it. 14 or something.
Okay, yeah, 14 points of damage to that dude's face. And then I will attack again.
Okay.
And I will take him for 18 to hit.
That hits. Roll for damage.
He'll take 15 points of damage.
Okay. So as you come down with this second axe and you take a swipe at this body, he's much more squishy than the other ones that you were just fighting. So as you come down, you cut right into his chest. His chest opens up, screaming in pain. He falls over, and you watch as you're followed through that this yellow radiant energy kind of comes from his body into your axe and into your body, and you take 15 points of health from his body.
I love this. This might be my favorite thing ever. And then, because I'm near that other guy, I will then shift to him and put an axe into his face.
Okay.
And that's a natural 17, so that should hit.
That hits. Roll for damage.
And he'll take 16 points of damage.
16.
16 points of damage to this little archer boy.
Okay.
And, ooh, wow, that ends my turn.
Okay. Now it's their turn. It's gonna charge you. He's gonna charge you. He's gonna go this way. He's gonna come this way. He's gonna charge this way. Okay. Two more coming out. One a bit different than the other. You know what, fuck it, we're gonna do it this way. Do it live. Fuck it. Okay. So we're doing this. Woo! 21, 22, And 23 to hit Mr. Barakabu.
With what?
Arrows.
So that's a match, actually.
Which one?
I matched your damage.
That's the hit.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
So you have to do the damage thing?
Yeah.
So the first one is 16 points of piercing damage.
So I outrolled the damage on that, and that reduces it to 0, so I can throw it back.
Okay. So do that first.
Okay. For a, I guess, 22 to hit.
It hits. Roll for damage.
Let's say it's a dart, I guess.
It's a dart?
I mean, it's the only thing I have on my sheet to look at. So, throw it back for 8 damage.
8 damage? Okay.
Or
so
equivalent
you
damage
catch it
to what
and you throw it
attempted.
back. The second one was a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
21 points of piercing damage.
Arr!
Okay. And the third one was a 23. And that is 14 points of piercing damage. Denahi, he's going to take another stab at you.
Oh, my people.
16 to hit.
I'm gonna cast my shield so it misses.
You're going to cast your shield? That's a reaction? Okay.
Yeah. So when he goes in, it just halts and it feels too hot to like move his fan.
Instead of me?
Well, I don't think he's got to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
17 to hit.
Yep.
16 points of slashing damage halved to 8. Can you roll a perception check with the disadvantage for Icca? And you also see that Trevyl is now, he walks around you and he walks back towards the altar and he looks like he's conjuring something.
No! No!
What's Icca's roll?
15 total.
15. You don't notice this, but Torque and Boo do. You're a little too far. You hear this horrendous roar, and you watch as the side of the inn just kind of fucking explodes, and you see Icca just jump out onto this group of dudes right here.
We'll blame it on the orcs.
So the trail isn't doing anything. It's Jeidoobii's turn. However, as your body is paralyzed, you feel deep down some extra inspiration from Mr. Dad D. And your body is no longer paralyzed. You have full movement. It is now your turn.
Thank you.
Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy.
Thanks, Daddy.
All right. Okay.
Daddy.
The Trevyl is at the altar trying to do something. How far away is he from me?
20 feet, maybe?
20 feet?
Yeah, and his back is to you.
All right. This is what I want to do. What's the floor look like in here?
The floor?
Yeah.
Wooden panels.
Good. I'm gonna turn around, look at him, and my eyes and tattoos are gonna glow a bright green as I bring up 2 thick vines, like almost baby tree things with thorns wrapped around them, and I want to send them toward him, and I want to pull him away from the altar and like outside, like I want to hit him through the door.
Roll a d20. Do you have to hit with that?
I do have to hit.
So roll for attack first.
Okay. This needs to hit. 23 to hit.
23 hits. Roll your damage.
Okay. Ooh, I haven't done this one in a while. Okay, so I believe for this one, I'm just gonna do a quick check. Where you at? There you are. Yeah, 1d6. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 points of piercing damage as they wrap and rake across his
and roll a
form.
regular d20.
Roll a regular d20.
Just a straight d20.
An 11.
Okay. So you get kind of dig deep and you fight off this paralyzing concentration spell or whatever he was doing to you. You turn around and you release these vines. The vines and thorns come out of the ground. They wrap around him and you yank and throw him almost like over your shoulder. As you do that, he fails his concentration save. You see this, that the essence and aura of this building dissipates, but perception check. Oh yeah, he sucks. So as his body, he comes back and he goes flying through the doorway. 20. You see the Trevyl fly out of the door and kind of go across the way and hit the building across the hallway.
Me, really? Or he flies past me.
And I yell out, "You have no place in this temple!" And as he's out now, and I guess I can see all the craziness in the streets now.
There's a barrel.
Fucking barrels, man.
That works. So we're just gonna imagine that he's
Said
there.
every game designer.
But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run to the legs. I'm gonna run to the feet that I saw.
Oh, okay.
And what do I see? Ugh!
Investigation.
Like, I'll move curtains or whatever. Investigation.
Moving curtains.
So his body's just laying there.
That's what you said.
Oh.
What? There's nothing but meat between him and
I got it.
15 total investigation.
You see the image of a human Chadwick laying on the ground dead.
Oh.
His entire throat has been like ripped out.
Oh man. How long has he been gone? Do I know?
A little while. A day or so. He's not fresh.
This has all been a ruse.
Okay. Alright. Last thing I'm gonna do is, do I see any sketchy stuff on the altar? Like, do I see like...
No, with that investigation, everything else is back. Whatever he was doing himself. He wasn't doing with anything.
Okay.
In conjunction.
Do I have any more feet left to move?
No.
Okay, that's it. I'm done.
Okay. Icca's turn.
Where is that mofo?
He is standing right here.
God, we're all in his range, but do it anyway.
Looks like 2 large orcs and what looks to be possibly a leader right next to him. He has 3 attacks and he has advantage on his attacks. Because he's essentially jumping out of the window.
Go. He is gonna just rip everyone. What are you doing?
Nothing. Waiting to see if I got a roll.
So the first one is crap.
Not doing it.
Let's do it. Oh no. I don't think he's doing that right now.
That was my roll.
23 to hit.
It hits. Roll for damage.
Okay. And this is the claw, so that's 2d8. Where are you? There you are.
You have only like 10 sets over there.
I have a bajillion. 6, 7, 8, 11 for the first hit.
11 for the first hit?
Yes.
Okay, roll your second attack.
All right.
Denahi, what's your hit points at?
61.
11 for the second claw.
To hit? Or
Yeah.
damage?
No, damage.
Oh, the damage.
No. Did you hit with 11?
I don't think I did.
Did you roll with advantage?
I did.
And you got 11.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. No, that doesn't hit.
Last hit. 19 to hit.
It hits. Roll for damage.
13 slashing.
Okay. So as Icca jumps out of the window, he comes crashing down. As he's coming down, he literally just claws down one of the orcs, and his damage is doubled. And his claw literally just cleaves right through like knife and butter, just right through it. Just like splits the orc kind of in half. And he looks at the other big orc and he grabs it with one hand and kind of pulls it out and just rips that other orc literally in half, and then looks at that leader. Wowie. With his attack.
Wowie zowie.
Jeez.
Ends his turn.
Yeah, that'll
Top of the
do
order.
it.
Boop.
Okay.
I wish I saw that.
Owlbear is ridiculous.
So, give myself back some HP first with what's it called? I forgot what it's called.
What is it called?
Wholeness of body.
Yeah. And then I'm going to jump down. I saw that Trevyl hit the wall over there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to jump down and see that these two orcs are in my way. And I'm going to burst with light and form my wings.
Okay.
And wail on those two dudes. Sorry, Butters.
These two guys are here?
Oh, no, that's good. It didn't peel.
Okay.
And so now I'm radiating, and I'm going to swing on the first guy.
Okay, roll for attack.
And I'm going to do 23 to hit.
23 hits, roll for damage.
For 10 damage.
Okay.
And then I will summon Key to take 2 additional strikes.
Okay.
And
Yeah, see, it helped.
19.
The hit, it hits, roll for damage.
Luckily, because I actually rolled a 1, and then I threw the inspiration on it, and then I had the plus, and yeah.
Wait, you rolled a 1?
Yeah, but I have plus 11 to hit.
Moving forward, if you do roll a 1 is a 1. Just for the record. But yes, I'll let you know.
12 damage.
Okay. The same guy?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your last attack? Are you adding the radiant to it as well?
Oh, no. So 20.
Okay.
Sorry, that was a 19 to hit again.
That hits. Roll for damage.
And that would be 17 damage.
Okay. The choice is yours.
I am just going to plow right through him, like almost like a samurai would, going through with the slash, except I'm using my hands.
Okay. So you watch as your radiant angelic wings pop out. You kind of leap down, and your wings do that little like fold thing when you kind of dive down. And you come down, and you swipe, and you slice right through that guy. He's gone.
And with that, I will use the remainder of my movement to just soar straight up 30 feet.
Okay.
Actually 35. Yeah. And
we don't have your wings anymore.
They're around there somewhere. And I will survey the battlefield from that distance.
Okay.
Vantage.
Denahi.
Alright. Well,
You got this, girl.
Alright, so right under his ribcage, I'm gonna try to cast Firebolt.
Firebolt?
Yeah.
Roll for damage. Roll for attack, excuse me.
Natural 1.
Oh.
Okay. Roll for damage.
Can I lose 3 again?
Yeah, you can. It's okay, homie. It happens to everybody, you know?
It's happened a lot so far. Damn.
Wow!
So
But that damage, though. Whoever get that damage, though.
26 points of damage.
26 points of damage. Have to math. Tired. 13? 13? Yeah. 13. Torque, you catch
Sorry.
the firebolt kind of like deflects. You're so close, and it just deflects maybe on some of his armor. He kind of deflects your hand a little bit, and a firebolt goes flying across from here towards you, hits you and the guy you're fighting. You do take some residual fire damage, but I say 13. Is that your turn?
Yes.
So I take 13?
Yes. Okay. Trevyl stands up.
Ah!
That's why Torque doesn't
Damn it,
Denahi.
Is going to...
That's my third best dice.
Shit. You watch as the Trevyl starts to kind of cast this black ball.
No.
And it gets to about this big, and that's all he does. The two orcs next to you, Torque, take swings. They both miss. Natural one on Icca. Well, he did. He's gonna die. Okay, everyone fucking missed.
Wow.
Wait, I skipped you, didn't I? So all that happened after you. First, do a perception check.
Okay, hold on. Wait, what? Perception would be 22.
22. You see behind a barrel right over there on the ground a regular healing potion.
Oh, okay.
But it's now your turn. What would you like to do?
I can't actually use that. I'm gonna hit the archer guy I was already hitting.
Okay, roll for attack.
That is 21.
That hits.
For 14 points of damage.
Ooh, the choice is yours.
I take his head off.
Okay, so one quick swipe.
I love that so much. I will then spin and take care of the fellow behind me, hopefully. Ooh, no, I won't. Wait, yes, I will. We'll call it 17 to hit.
It hits, roll for damage.
8 points of damage.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll just swing again on the same guy.
Okay.
And that's a hit for 20. Jesus.
Yeah, that
20,
hits.
Yeah. And that's another 10 points of damage.
Ooh, okay.
That guy's taking a few.
Yep.
And I cannot do anything else. That's it. Thank you.
Okay. You can use your free action to pick up the potion if you like.
Okay.
Oh, that was smooth. That was smooth.
Right. All that shit happened that already happened, Jeidobii.
Okay. All right. Alright. That poor guy is gone. I'm gonna make my way to the door to the streets to see all this chaos, this mayhem, and I am.
You've been out there, I thought.
No, he was inside.
Oh.
No.
I put him out there, but then he said he went back inside. Okay, you bitch. What?
So Trevyl right there on the corner, and I have two bad guys in front of me, two orcs in front of me.
All right, yeah.
Yep. There's essentially a lot of bad guys right outside.
All right, free action, arrow sound.
Okay.
Bonus action, bark skin.
Okay.
And I'm gonna look at these two orcs.
Can you do me a flavor and describe
sure
those things? We have a lot of new people.
From my my bracer of white ash bark, it's gonna unfurl into this huge great club with spikes and thorns on it, and like there's a very light flow of frost. And from him, the bark is gonna take my entire body until it engulfs my face in a mask, and all you can see is gray ash bark armor with like glowing blue eyes as I look upon these two orcs in front of me. Back off! Ah! And there's a blinding flash of light and a deafening sound of thunder as I do a thunder wave for these guys, and Torque's not in the area. And you know what? I think I can get Homeboy too. I'm gonna get the two orcs and I'm gonna...
Is Denahi in the area though?
Oh, I hope not. I don't see her.
No, she's way over here.
Okay.
I am though.
So
I'm being an asshole.
I'm aiming for the two orcs in front of me and
just make a
and
mind
that guy.
flare appear behind.
It's a 15-foot cube.
Cube? Okay. So you're getting these three guys right here?
The two in front of me and the guy on the corner. Him.
The Trevyl?
The Trevyl, yeah. I want him in it
This
too.
guy and this guy. Right?
No, the other guy in it too.
Which guy? This guy?
Sure. I'll do the 3, including the Trevyl. Let's go. Let's do it. They have to make
There's me, there's 2, and then there's 1.
Well, this guy's kind of this way, so I was thinking it's more in a...
Okay, there you go. That 3 is perfect.
Perfect. They have to make a dexterity... Nope. Constitution save against me.
It goes...
Fuck. And sounds like we lost it.
That sounds like it.
Alright, this one's gonna be heavy. So 2, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Shit.
In D&D, we
Fuck
do
him up.
lots of math.
No wonder I got
Counting dice.
And
damage.
some of us are terrible at it.
We're all terrible at it.
I am. It's simple math, and I'm terrible at it.
12, 13, 14,
We're all artists and performers here.
18 points of thunder damage to all 3 of them, and they were all blasted away 15 feet from me.
Okay. So you watch the black ball that the Trevyl was creating. You watch it dissipates, and him and the 2 other orcs are thrown back 15 feet. He hits the wall. These 2 gonna go this way.
Hit him.
Would you say that him hitting an object would cause extra damage?
What damage?
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and let's see. How much movement do I have left? I walked outside from the inner
You
temple.
move like 1 square.
Cool. I'm gonna look at this guy that Torque's
There's only
hitting,
1 cool.
and I'm gonna. Am I in flanking with Torque on this guy?
Yeah. So anytime an enemy is engaged with someone else and you go to attack him, you're flanking.
Okay, but I want to give him the flank because I can't attack him, so I want to be in a flanking thing so he can get advantage.
So you scream at him, so he looks at you.
Hey, you!
Intimidation.
Intimidation?
You're trying to get his attention.
Okay.
But you can't attack, so it's...
Hey, you stupid orc.
Hey, you! With the face!
Hey, you with the stupid fucking fangs at your face.
6.
Stupid ass.
he doesn't,
6.
He doesn't acknowledge you.
He doesn't acknowledge me. Well, I'm gonna move behind him.
He doesn't even look at you.
You're not even worth his time.
What's up, bitch?
You're
right behind you.
You're next, and I'm done. Icca! I'm done.
Okay, Icca's turn.
Oh shit, is it? Cool. He hears me yell out to him, and he's gonna try to rip this guy in half so he can come to me.
I don't know if he heard you, but
you don't know if he heard me.
Well, either way, he rips this guy in front of him.
Yeah.
All right. I don't have advantage on this one, do I?
No, it's just regular.
Tears this dude a new something.
Anus.
All right. Let's see what we got here. 19 to hit.
The hits roll for damage.
He's gonna rip into him with his claws.
You're gonna have a new crotch.
Ooh, not bad.
It's gonna be about your chest.
18 slashing damage. Yes.
Okay. So, anyone there to see it?
Yeah.
Well,
Boo is
flying above. He's surveying the
Maybe
stairs.
Boo sees it. So you watch as Icca takes his claws and just pierces through the stomach of this orc, lifts him up, and then takes a bite and just bites like from here up, off, and it's gone. And he throws the body on the ground.
He ain't hungry no more.
That's not. That's a small orc.
He's going to. Who's the next closest person to him?
The guy on the other side of Boo's beam.
That's where he's going. He's gonna just like run over there, and he's gonna take another claw at this guy.
Okay, roll for attack.
Get him, Icca. Yeah, I don't like that one.
Get him, Icca.
To what? Can Icca get a inspiration or not? He's being heroic. Nah. Okay, cool. 12 to hit.
No.
Okay. Does he have one more?
No, he only has 2, right?
Dope. That's it. He's just gonna get in his face, and after that, he misses with that claw. He's just gonna roar out.
Yes.
All right.
Good thing I wore the brown pants.
This guy gets it.
Not the best, but let's see.
He wore the brown pants.
Intimidation. -1? Why is that a thing? 6.
You were so
6.
unintimidating.
Why is that?
He goes to growl and he kind of goes.
All of us have like -1 intelligence.
Well, that's him. He's done.
Okay, top of the order. Boo.
Pops up an orc
I have
eyeball.
-1 strength.
Okay, so
Okay.
Thaw, I'll do some stuff.
I'm gonna drop hard down on the orc that I could just attempt it to attack. I tried to get the tray. 26 to hit.
Yes, it hits.
For 21 damage.
Do any sponsors
21 damage?
Oh, yeah,
he's dead. What did you do?
From my flying position, I just like let my wings go straight up so I could just plummet straight down onto it with those first.
Okay.
For the record, he's missed those two.
Okay. So you come down hard and you
Yeah, for 22.
crush his spine.
Oh. I'm like, hey, Icca. And then I step forward and double jump kick to the two orcs there. Next two attacks.
Fucking. Yeah, exactly.
Ah! So 22 and 23.
To hit?
Yeah.
Yep.
We got a Van Damme over here. He's kicking Volvos.
So 21 to one and 20 to the other.
Damage?
Yeah, because of the +8.
Jesus.
Wow. It's amazing what Boo can do.
What I
It
have
really
wings.
is. Like, it really is amazing what he can do.
Yeah, they were almost dead. So as you run up and you do your two kicks, you watch as both their necks are broken.
What?
Oh my god!
They took a lot of damage already.
You just
Boo
kill
is like a
3 in
fucking
one
wrecking
turn.
house.
Okay, and
Don't
with
you dare touch my kill.
the fourth strike from the key, I'm going to dive forward with like a just like the hardest, just the hardest gut punch I can summon.
Okay.
Taking 4 turns.
So,
He does though, like Boo is ridiculous.
well, he used to take 5 till we pointed it out, so it's supposed to be 4.
So we should do 3 from now on.
26.
Just, like balance it out. 26 to hit, yes.
3 naturally, 4 with key. 26 to hit for 22 damage, and he needs to
17.
let's see. Okay. Okay, well he beat the 15, so no effect on it.
Okay.
And then I'll use the remainder of my movement to just shoot back up in the sky.
I mean, I would imagine it would be like that, right? It would just be like,
One
Just
flap.
like, hey, buddy.
End your turn.
yep.
Denahi.
Alright, so I'm fucking frustrated because I can't hit this fool.
You're about
in
to.
front of you.
I know.
You're
So I'm
about
just-
to.
So I'm just mad. I'm just gonna dock him and throw a punch with electricity. So that's Shocking Grasp. And let's see if
Just want to hey Hachi on him.
I'm so mad.
Roll with advantage because that's fun.
Yeah, yes please. Just in case. It's my paranoid ass. 26 to hit.
Yes, it
Damn
is.
Thank you, Jeidobii.
Of course, of course.
Wow. That sucks. 5 points of damage.
5 points.
So my little wrist just goes click.
So roll a straight d20.
Huh?
Roll a straight d20.
2.
2. So as you go to punch him just in the face, he's like screaming at you, and your fist actually goes into his mouth. So when you do the shocking grasp, it ignores his armor and he takes twice as much damage. You actually watch as his eyes kind of like glow and then explode, and he's dead.
Something's sparkling.
Oh.
Wow.
Well.
Because of that rage. It was just
So
so
mad.
much.
So angry.
There was just so much rage. Fuck you, guy.
Alright, so I'm gonna put my fucking scarf on and teleport to the building roof.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna Misty Step on top of it.
How many times can you miss these steps?
Like
I've
3
only
of
used
them.
it once.
I can't even put you up there.
Put this-
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Oh, hey, you
I did my
it.
best.
I'm proud of you.
So I just throw my...
She's up there by the chimney. Ooh, that's wood smoke.
Alright, talk her up.
I have a brisket after this.
Oh, that's right. You have to charge it. It's 1d4 at dawn
Hmm?
for future, because you can use it. You get 4 charges initially, and then you have to roll a 1d4 to get charges back.
Every
morning.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh, you already put it up there.
I did.
Cool.
And then I'm swinging on this chumpy chump.
Get it.
You're so frustrated.
So 17 to hit?
Hits.
Lucky me. And he will take, 8 points of damage? Yep.
Okay.
Yep, and then I swing again.
Swing again.
And I hit him for, good Lord, 9 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I was swinging a final time because I'm so freaking angry. For 18 points of damage. Or, 18 to hit, excuse me.
Yeah, hits, roll for damage.
For another 11 points of damage.
Okay, so cutting him up really bad. He's still standing, but he looks pretty rough.
Good golly.
Ends your turn?
Yep, that's apparently all I can do. Good God.
Wow.
Okay. He's going to take a swing on you.
I don't even understand.
Maybe he's the boss.
Yeah, I'm really...
Okay. He misses.
His name is fucking Charlie.
15 misses. Fuck me. Ooh, 22 to hit.
Yep.
Boo. The Trevyl does some sort of ball magic again, and then shoots this black beam at you. Hits you for 36 necrotic damage.
Oh, so halved?
Halved to math.
18.
However, do a dex save for me with disadvantage.
Okay, I'm gonna need some stuff.
I'm gonna need some stuff.
Okay. Still 24.
24? Okay. He does this, and you feel this blackness kind of pierce through you. From the backside of your body, you feel on your wings that it's almost like these are like long black hands come out of your back, go like this, and pull you down towards him. You're not prone and you're not grappled, but he does bring you down to face him face to face.
Ooh, that's some evil shit.
Well, I'm not locked in here with him. He's locked in here with me.
Best line ever.
They're all locked in here with me.
Jeidobii.
I want a piece of this dude that Torque is bashing on, but my sights are set higher. So, this Trevyl guy, who's this chick behind him?
Archer.
Archer? Do I see, besides these three on the street that I see, do I see any other bad guys?
Perception check.
Okay. 20 total.
No.
Great. All right. I'm gonna say, and now for you at the Trevyl, and my tattoos, or I guess through the bark armor, you see my everything glow like a bright sky blue, as I like do motions with my hands and bring down a beam from the sky to hit both the Trevyl and the chick behind him. I'm doing a moonbeam.
Yes.
Not the.
That's what he does.
Oh, this one's cocked. Oh, hey! All right,
That's so good.
All right. Oh my God, that's really, really good.
That's what I said.
Okay.
No, it was cocked. That's what I'm saying.
37.
Oh,
thank you.
Well.
Okay. They both take 37 points of radiant damage. You have to make a con save against me.
16 and 9.
They both fail, so they both take 37 points of radiant damage.
A 16 fails?
On top of that, or just
on top of what?
Oh, so the save was to take half.
The save was to take half, yeah.
But you said they take the damage and then roll for a save, so I was confused. Got it. Okay. This dude is obviously dead. It's just a Trevyl.
How does this for Trevyl
What
look
color
in
is
this?
the moonbeam?
What color is the moonbeam? It's sky blue. It's like silvery sky blue.
Because every cloud has got a...
Oh, hey! All right, then. How does he look in the moonbeam of this? Because it's like radiant holy energy.
He looks rough.
Okay. Should be ongoing.
Let's see. So that was action, bonus action. I'm gonna give Eros, the Great Club, a shake of power, and he begins to grow larger and throb, which nature's power, as the thorns turn into longer spikes, and frost begins to leak from the tip.
Oh, good lord! Come on, can we get any more phallic at the moment?
And that's it. That's it.
Oh yeah! Oh, and then just like
Icca is going to.
Nobody can attack him now because he's in that moonbeam.
Nobody wants to touch him. Like they're like, oh, dude, he's got.
Icca's gonna run to the guy who's been attacking me and Torque. And he's gonna lay into him. And would he get
No, he's not.
No, he's not?
No.
Wait, what?
What is he gonna do then?
He's running for the
Trevyl? Okay. Should I roll to attack him or should you
Wait,
roll?
hold on. You're telling me this dude is moving? So I get an opportunity?
No.
Oh. No. Sorry. Never mind.
When he gives Icca a command, I roll a yes or
Gotcha.
no option. And he said fuck off. He's got a beeline on the eagle.
Well, I was just gonna say Icca was gonna do it. I wasn't gonna say it, but shit. 23 to hit.
Hits, roll for damage.
Alright. 15 points of slashing on the first. He's going in for another.
Okay.
Golly. 11 to hit.
Does not hit.
Alright, so he just hits him really good on the first. And is Icca in the beam?
He would be partially in the beam, yes.
Icca needs to make a con save, so I guess I'm gonna make a con save for Icca.
Oh yeah, you can roll. You roll.
Unless you rolled better.
I rolled shit, so go.
Con save, Icca. 18. He makes it by 1, so he's gonna take half of 4d10.
Okay.
Where's my other d10? Oh, there it is. Roll low. Well, 8.
Roll low. Wait, what?
Because Icca's taking damage for the moonbeam.
Half of 19, which would be a 8. 9.
9.5. So.
And you're doing his HP. Cool. And that's it. That's it.
Okay. Taking his deal. Okay, so as Icca goes and reaches in, like he's just got the hunger for whatever reason to just charge towards this enemy that he sees right in front of him. He does jump into the moonbeam without even batting an eye, and he goes to take a swipe. The Trevyl goes to try to block it with his arm with the staff. When Icca takes his swipe, he literally just pierces into the Trevyl's arm and rips off the arm of the Trevyl with that attack as his turn on top of the order. Boom.
Oh, we're fucking him up.
Well, I was gonna punch this guy, but now he's encased in a beam of damage. So guess I'll just.
It's radiant, so you take half.
Throw another chair.
Yeah.
If you succeed your throw,
Take a quarter.
you take a quarter.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna hit him anyway, Jeidobii, don't worry. Natural 20 on the first hit.
Roll for damage.
Max damage on that too.
You burning your beard.
What is it?
So
Get
that
the
would
other
be 14 plus the 8. Or 14 double plus 8. So 36.
Was that with the radiant?
Yeah.
Okay.
So on the first hit, 36 damage.
The choice is yours.
Oh.
I just thrust my hand into this moonbeam, and as my arm is starting to simmer and burn up with this energy, grab him by the face, and I just rip his beak right off and jab it in his neck.
Nice.
Ooh, I like that. That was a good one.
Very good. And with that, you watch as his body kind of encases a little bit, and you watch as it starts to crumble, and where the wound is, and all you hear is gargling in the background, and his eyes are kind of like looking at you, but twitching in and out, and you watch as his body kind of just crumbles and dissipates.
Con save.
I failed on the brain.
Oh. You just didn't finish it.
10.
You take 28 half to 14 because you're, resistant.
Oh.
Wait, literally everybody's dead?
Oh.
No, there's still another dude.
Ha! Then it's peaceful because he's like,
I'm like, oh, why am I hearing crickets? There's still a dude in front of me.
Because you really want to hit. You really want to take this guy out.
I really want to.
Ends your. Oh, is that your turn? I jumped again.
You got that, Torque?
No, go ahead. If you want to hit him, hit him.
And I just launched myself at the guy with the flying sidekick from the back.
Okay.
For 27 to hit.
The hits, roll for damage.
You're sure hitting. I mean,
13.
Lord, I'm hitting for like
he's
nothing. Okay, cool. So like his head explodes and I just see Boo's foot.
But
like,
the thing is, like, I take the sidekick into the back of his head and I ride him into the ground a few feet.
Nice.
Surf up the Torque and I'm like,
Sub-Zero.
high five.
Nice work.
Do we hear screams and stuff in the distance in the city, or
no? Everything's.
How about the screams of the people?
Do we hear?
just
Do we
killed?
see like smoke of fire or something? Because, I'm gonna try to. We need to help people. I'm gonna run off and find people to help and try to get the city back.
Are you doing anything to put the fire out?
Yes. Yes, I am.
That's a freebie.
I am going to
I got really wrong.
fuck with the weather.
Fuck with the weather.
300-foot range, 20-foot
With the weather.
radius. So I'm gonna raise my arms as the bark armor like chips and falls away, and Eros goes back into my bracer, and I'm gonna chant to the sky, and it's gonna get very like white clouds,
dark,
snow, and rain. Exactly, it's gonna rain and sleet on the land.
So you watch
That's
as your clouds come into the cloud system that was already there, and that oomph tipped the scales of the cloud system that was already there, and it now begins to rain and pour along with your extra sleet and stuff.
Awesome.
And eventually the
I'm trying. It's not working.
the fires begin to go out.
I'm trying.
Do I see anyone in the streets? Is everyone calm? Like, what are the King's Guard doing? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, you don't have to do perception check. Everyone is kind of gathering themselves, and there's still orc kind of in the outskirts, and the guards are able to.
And Denahi's still on the roof. I love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
We look up and they're like lightning flashes, and we're like, oh.
Scarf is blowing dramatically in the wind. With
Right.
A lightning bolt
The
behind
scarf is like whipping.
Hey, Torque.
Yes.
Can you grab my shopping bag?
Oh, right. Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Icca, you okay, buddy? I'm gonna give him a
Like
scratch.
wiping it off. And
I'm gonna walk up to Icca and give him a scratch. Just make sure he's okay.
Okay. Icca is like licking his wounds. He's hurt, but he's okay.
Okay. I think we're. How'd you get out?
I walked out.
Okay.
Of the window and the wall. We better patch up the inn.
Yeah, we better do that. We're gonna Did anyone notice us being heroic by any chance on the streets?
Yeah, this guy. Yes.
I'm just curious.
Yes, there's lots of people that are kind of coming
I'm
in.
ready to take some free ale for that one.
Exactly.
Thank you.
You get an extra, like a special inspiration from Mr. Dad D as well. Same thing that happened with Jeidobii.
Thank you, Dad.
It's a little bit different than the inspiration die, per se. Like, it's still a D6, but it's got a little more oomph than your normal inspiration die.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So thank you very much for the bits.
Thank you.
Okay. So some time passes. Some townspeople are going back in their
Thanks,
homes.
Daddy.
People are kind of tending to the wounded. King's Guard are coming out and... Thank you.
Yes.
You all did well.
No thanks to
And
you.
you did nothing.
So, Father Chadwick, he's been murdered by a Trevyl.
I don't know what a Trevyl is, but that's terrible.
Murdered and replaced.
Exactly. His body is lying in the church, in the temple.
Okay.
Does this guy seem sketch?
Inside
This guard.
This.
I don't know why you're looking at me like that.
15.
15. No, he just looks really fucking rough. He's got blood all over him. He looks like he's just gotten into some shit. Thank you for what you did, protecting the people. My men and I, we've killed the other 100 or so, and the rest of them are scattered.
The other 100 or so.
If it wasn't for my friend here, I don't think we could have done it. Now, Russell Icca's fur feathers.
I saw him jump out of the fucking building.
That was an orc. He came from out there. An orc did that.
Was he the fucking chipmunk?
I don't say anything.
He just shakes his head. And he kind of smirks at Icca and then turns him.
Oh, okay. I give my hand out to shake, but I guess you
didn't see it.
That's fair. Awkward hand out, like, oh.
Okay.
I just give a thumbs up to everyone.
What are you guys doing?
Try to get off. Try to like slip off the roof and land on the outhouse.
Can we please go back to drinking?
Okay.
Make it
So
down
you guys
eventually.
clean up and head back into the inn.
I guess we do. I guess we're tired.
Okay.
I had something else in mind, but no, we tired.
We're all tired.
Yeah, no.
Can I search
I agree.
the
I'm tired too.
bodies?
Investigation check.
Yes. I want to see if there's stuff on the bodies too.
Which bodies are
20,
you in?
natural. Wish that happened earlier.
Natural 20?
Yes.
I mean, the orcs have basic weapons. I think collectively with all of them, you might have found 85 silver. The Trevyl had a very peculiar staff. Now, when Icca ripped his arm off and his arm went flying, the staff with the skull, it's almost like a spear with a skull that was jammed through the top of the spear, and he uses it as his staff. That and the arm is still intact. So when he disintegrated, his arm, because it wasn't attached, is still a Trevyl arm with the staff.
I'm gonna walk over to Denahi where the staff is, because she's seeing all this with her natural 20. Does it look like I can touch it?
Intelligence check.
Oh, that's not. Intelligence. 19 total.
19? I mean, you can try. I mean, you've seen several of the dread weapons, the blades and the arrows. Jesus.
Is the staff black?
The staff is black, but it's not the same. So even the tip of this spear is not the same as the blades. The blades were more like obsidian with some sort of like hue that was on it. Same thing with the arrows. So it's not necessarily the arrow. Sometimes the arrows have that residue on it, but so yes, I think you can give it a try.
I'm gonna grab it with my arrow's arm.
Okay.
Slowly.
Okay.
I like that one.
I'm gonna pick it up. Huh. We'll take a look at it.
Interesting.
Do we find any gold on these people?
Just the silver that I told her already.
Oh, you already wrote down the silver?
Oh,
I like that. Okay, after I collect that...
Wisdom save.
You can just see him like, really? Okay.
22 total.
22 total. You feel the power of Elros like burst through your hand, and like this energy kind of just hits the staff, and you watch as the staff almost like freezes in ice and explodes. The skull, however, falls on the ground, and it's not a normal human skull. You guys give me shit about it, but it looks like the skull from Mask or from a Scream.
Okay.
So it's like an elongated skull, like almost like a bird skull, but it's not a beak per se. But it is an elongated skull, which you know to be the symbol of Travanas.
Eros, what was that?
It was evil.
Okay. Enough said.
Sorry.
I'm gonna will Eros into the Great Club.
Okay.
And I'm gonna smash the skull.
Oh, roll for attack.
Roll for attack on the skull.
Why wouldn't we keep it?
Let's see. 8, 9. 15 to hit the skull.
15 to hit. Hits. Roll for damage.
Okay. It's been a minute since I actually used it, buddy. Alright, so it's gonna be this and wait, no, well yeah. And it's gonna be another one of these and another one of these. Okay, so on impact 10. It's gonna take 10. No, 11. It's gonna take 11 points of bludgeoning, and it's gonna be an explosion of frost for 10. No, 11.
So as
frost.
as the club comes down, you hit the ground. You watch as that frost explosion happens, and as the dust settles, the skull's still there, untouched.
I think I should take that.
Don't touch it! Don't touch it! Wait. Is the skull black? Can you touch it?
No, it's a white skull.
Okay, just making sure.
Okay.
Nothing happens? Okay. I put it in the bag.
We're gonna have to look at that later.
Sure. After I drink ale.
Okay.
Alright.
Is there anything else?
I'm gonna make my way with these guys to the inn or the tavern.
There are
we have some repairs
next
to
the tavern. There looks to be like a kind of like a carport, but it's like an open warehouse space that Icca could probably go into.
Okay, I'm gonna show him that way. Are there any animals in there?
No.
Cool.
All the animals were tied out outside.
Just wagons.
Great. I'm gonna put him in there so he can be out of the rain.
Okay.
Rest up. You did good. You did good. Thank you for coming.
There's probably some hunting to do at the edge of the town.
I'll do it later.
You can't understand him.
I didn't hear him. I just went.
He went.
And we go.
Okay, so you go inside the inn. You're gonna get some refreshments, some food. Calling it a night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the four of you, after this unexpected battle, get some food, get some ale.
In the town we call
Arella. Yeah.
Okay.
I had to think about it for a second. I have it written really big. You all retreat to your rooms using mending to close the holes in the explosion from Icca. You all find yourself fast asleep. And that's what we're going to call it for tonight. So thank you all for sticking with us in this adventure. Big shout out again to Griffin Co. for all the props and the houses and the bits. And Plaid Elephant Props for the trees. It really enhanced the experience today. It's the first time we tried it with all the bits. And I think it worked. It was really fun. So I'm glad you guys all stuck around. We are going to... what are we doing? We're going to raid somebody.
I love the whole scarf thing. Like, if that would have hit, that would have been awesome. But, like, you're just like, wrapping around it. That was cool.
Instead, I was like...
And just a reminder, please tell your friends. Please bring other people in to watch us. We appreciate it. We really do.
So we're going to go raid MCDM, which is Matt Colville.
Oh, cool.
Keep the D&D going. So go ahead, make sure you show some Ukodor love when you get there. Spread the word.
Tell them we sent you.
And we will see you guys next week.
Bye now.
2 more coins tonight.
Bye now. Oh, I need to use my third.